Big up football fans near and fast with your boy Deji Spurs. And as you can tell from my face, I'm still vexed. That Postecoglou is a madman. Get this brother out my club now. I've had enough. Enough is enough. March this brother straight to prison. Big up to everyone in the location. We've got another step to the mic. We do this each and every Friday or when we can. You know what to do. You know what to jump in. I want to hear from the Liverpool fans. The Liverpool fans shaking their bum. They were lucky to get through PSG. If football was fair, PSG slapped that Liverpool team up. So stop shaking your bum. Liverpool looking very, very suspicious. You get me? We got the red Tottenham winning 7-1, and now everything's great. Now all of a sudden they're gonna beat Piccadilly. Now all of a sudden they're gonna do what? Shut your mouth. You're still rubbish. Your front line is rubbish. As for Tottenham, we are crap. Under this manager, we cannot be taken seriously. No. No one can take us serious. I can't shake my bum from my club. We are in the mud, and I deserve to be cooked. Imagine that. Imagine me telling myself that I deserve to be cooked because my manager is a madman. Because he's a madman. Big up CHB in the building. Yeah, bro, I know you're laughing, bro. He's a madman. He's getting on my nerves, and he needs to come out. You know what, man? Has to just. I don't run rhythms on Step to the Mic, but I might have to just run some rhythms on this brother because boy, he's got me vexed in the location. I am moving mad. Jay Green, stop this. Stop this. Get on this show right now. Stop this humbling. I'm done with it. Every week, without fail. Yeah, no. I'm done with it. Done with it. What's going on there? What's going on? What is going on in the location? We're not doing this. It's a humbler. No, we're not doing that. CHB, Arsenal are winning the Champions League. Hold that dead, brother. I mean, I knew it because it's Friday. You're one of them budgie bantam smokers. I could already tell. Look at the rubbish coming out of your mouth. Nonsense. This is, for me, Tottenham is, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. We don't show up and we look like flops. Yeah, let me get, this is how we do it. Let me run the rhythm real quick. This is how we do it, man. Rubbish team. Rubbish. Whack team. Whack. You know what I mean? No, maybe they're not like us, mate. No one's like us. But this ain't about my club only. This is about everyone's club. Make sure, come on, you can see the link right there. Jump in. Let's talk football in the location. Or you're going to have to listen to me drop rhythms after rhythms after rhythms. Dr. Johnny, big up to you, my bro. Giving up halfway through the tie despite huffing and puffing. AZ couldn't score at home. Tell me about it. Faisal is saying, trust you need Qatari's money. Big up from the buy. Big up to my guy Faisal, you know. Big up to Gunnar K. He says, big up. And I got my... I don't know why this brother is smiling. Don't know why he's smiling, but we got Ibrahim. He promised to be on. Ibrahim, what you saying? Hold on. Is that Cameroon?
That's Senegal, bro. Senegal.
Respect to you, bro. What's Senegal gonna do in the AFCON?
Semi-finals probably.
Yeah, to be honest, your team is hard though. Is Mane still doing it, or is he?
Nah, he's Saudi in it. Saudi in it. Yeah.
Are you happy with Papsa in the national team?
He's done all right. He's done all right. Still, he's done all right.
Yeah. Would you have Papsa at Liverpool?
No.
Okay, come. I thought you was gonna take him at your club because you know he's one of your people. Talk to me, Ibrahim, because the way you've been grinning and been messaging me in the chat, it's been driving me bonkers. What are you trying to tell, bro? You were lucky against PSG, bro. I realized that you man aren't legit. Like for me, the
how we not legit, bro? Explain. We're rubbish.
The
If we're
Premier
rubbish,
League
what are
is
Spurs?
crap, bro.
What if we're rubbish? What are Spurs?
No, bro. We're rubbish, bro. Don't talk to me about my club. Don't, bro. You can't banter me. You can't banter a man that's already down. It's not possible. We are rubbish. Jay Greens and his effing humbling. Best get on the stream today. Best. I don't want to see any comments about game losses. I don't want to see any humbling.
What team did you support?
Come through. Jay Greens is a red Tottenham fan.
Arsenal.
One of the red Tottenham fan. Big, finest.
I swear, you and Spurs and Arsenal are so identical. Swear down.
Can I lie?
You might not. The only
difference
is they have a bit of history. That's it.
Yeah. Who?
Arsenal.
No, we got history. We got European history. Them man ain't got European history, bro.
I'm in the Premier. I'm in in terms of Premier Leagues, bro.
No, forget that crap, bro. Forget that. Let's forget that. Ibrahim, talk to me. What happened against PSG? Because you man were rubbish, bro.
Basically, if it weren't for Alisson, we would have got battered in it. Like Alisson, literally,
You're the best keeper in the world.
Yeah, for me, he wore a bulletproof vest. Basically, he came to Paris in a bulletproof vest. PSG were taking shots at him. He came out of there alive. That's literally it.
Yeah,
it was literally PSG versus Alisson on Wednesday.
Were you surprised at how good PSG was? A lot of people were saying,
no, I weren't. But I didn't expect us to play the way we did, though. We were terrible.
So, were you that bad, or were they that good? Because a lot of people make reference to the fact that
I think they slapped us up, bro. I think they slapped us up. I think they're a good team.
They slapped you in it. Your first big team that you played. Obviously, I don't see them doing it at your yard. I can't see them winning by 2 goals.
It'll be a tough game, though. Be difficult.
Fair play, bro. Fair play. Has that made you? I mean, obviously the league is done. What happened? What is it? You just had a bad day at the office.
You could say that.
Whoa, bro. To win 1-0 when you're down and you're not playing well, they say is the sign of champions. I can't believe.
Bro, we need to talk about the Spurs game. I'm here to talk about the Spurs game, bro.
I can't talk about this, bro. I mean, I was trying to do deflection tactics. Faisal, I see you in the building. Beans and Toast, I see you. Beans and Toast say, big up Dej, #1 shameless. Bro, I don't give a damn.
You are shameless.
But big up
You are shameless.
So love. Talk to me, bro, about my club. Talk to me. Ask me. I'm not talking about my club unless someone throws me a direct question, or I'm not chatting about it.
To be fair, I didn't really watch the game, but I caught the highlights in it. Like, was it actually like that? What was the XG? Apparently, your XG was lower than our XG on Tuesday.
0.24.
I know XG is probably the most pointless stat. Generally, what actually happened yesterday? I want to know from your perspective what happened.
Bro, let me tell you what happened, bro. This Postecoglou is a fraudster. If I see this, you see, I ain't said it in a minute, but if I see this brother at a petrol station, I might fly kick him or I might throw my phone at his car. I might smash the
you know the bit that made me laugh? Do you know when you said I should build a team to play AZ?
Bruv, I reckon I can get Mandem from the chat and put out a better team than
what position did you play back in the day? Because I
was right wing, bro. I was right wing. Beat a man, whip the ball into the box. No long team. Better than Brennan Johnson. I'm better than Brennan Johnson now. Do you get me? And I'm not asking for what he's getting paid. I'm better than Brennan. Let Brennan know this. Let him know. I know he watches this. Brennan, I'm better than you. Rubbish. Bro, let me tell you what happened here. Postecoglou is a fraudster. This guy said, when the man them come back from injury, we will see an improvement in performance. He also said, when the players have rest, because they've been doing Thursday, Sunday, they've had no rest and it's caught up with them. Well, these man have had 2 weeks of 1 game a week, and then we didn't play for 8 days. So in the last 3 weeks...
Do you know what I found baffling? Why did you rest your players against Man City?
Bruv.
That's what I found so baffling.
Bruv, I wanted to know. We had 8 days. Why is Jed Spence not starting? So Poro's getting caught. The brother is a madman. The brother is a madman. These players are not playing for the manager. And bro, it was so bad yesterday that we didn't have a single shot on target against AZ. Against AZ Alkmaar. Can you imagine? This is This is why when you start to think about AZ, you start to think about Galatasaray, you start to think about Tamworth, you start to think about Ipswich.
Bro, you know AZ beat Galatasaray, bro. They beat Galatasaray.
Bruv.
You know
Bruv.
AZ, they beat Galatasaray to play you lot.
Bruv, but AZ is crap, bro. Troy Parrott
I hear it.
is our reject striker.
You know Troy Parrott? Oh, I was going to say Troy Parrott played for Academy and he's... Bro.
Bruv,
I'm
telling you.
I think you'll go through, though. You'll go through. You'll go through, though. You'll go through.
I want this to go to Deutschland. I want this to go to the Netherlands. And if people have to translate this conversation, so be it. Let the AZ coaching staff and the chairman know that Deji Spurs can convene a team of people in the chat better than that team. Are you stupid, bro? That team is rubbish.
To be fair, I looked at the lineup. I did not recognize, apart from Troy Parrott, I did not recognize any of their players yesterday.
Bro, let me tell you, Bournemouth slapped that. Let me tell you this, bro. Leeds slap up that team.
You're in the Leeds from the Championship.
I would say Plymouth at the bottom of League One beats AZ. Plymouth. You saw how Plymouth played against City, yeah? They beat them, bro. 100% beat them. 100% beat them, bro. So do you think
you lot will go through, though? Do you think you lot will go through? No. I think you'll go through, bro. You'll go through.
No. Bro, let me tell you what I tell
you'll slap them up by 2-3 goals. You'll slap them up. You will. Trust me. We're
not like you. You would slap them up. Like you bringing that PSG back to Anfield, it's long for PSG. Do you get what I'm saying? It's long. But my club, now we're not about that life.
You don't think you're going through? Let's say you go through. Who would you lot play next in the quarterfinals?
Whoever we play next is, bro. Lazio is banging up Tottenham. Real Sociedad is banging up Spurs. What are we doing? What are we doing there, bro? Bro, I've lost all faith in this man. I want Bournemouth to slap Tottenham this weekend.
Oh yeah, you got Bournemouth in it. I was gonna say that's your Areola's your man in it.
Yeah, bro. I want Areola to beat us 5-0 so that we can just sack this man and get.
Yeah. There's no way winning. There's no way you lot winning that game once. Sunday? Are you not playing Sunday?
Bro, Tottenham is finished.
Where do you see?
I can't say nothing to you. I can't say nothing to you, bro. We're finished.
Where do you see your team? Where do you see your team finishing in the league?
14th. Man United will finish above Spurs this season, and they're dusty, bro.
Do you think United will get a result against Arsenal? I have a feeling United will get a result against Arsenal this week.
I think they'll get a result against the Red Tottenham because I
think they'll get a draw.
That front three is dustier than Tutankhamun, and they're not about to tell me because of PSV.
Oh yeah, I saw that show you was on with Northside. There's no way Arsenal fans believe they can beat Real Madrid. No, that can't happen. I can't lie. I'd rather Real Madrid beat Arsenal, bro, and I don't like Real Madrid.
Real Madrid will bang Arsenal, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. There's no fear here. That Arsenal team is rubbish. I don't know why people are getting gassed because PSV is rubbish. Bro, Tottenham beat Ipswich 4-1. I'm not putting anything on that. We beat City 4-0. I'm not putting anything on that. You can have a day where everything goes right. Do you get me? Everything went right for Arsenal. Doesn't mean they've sorted out their attack. Doesn't mean they're going to go on a run. Doesn't mean they're going to start scoring. Against United, they're getting banged, bro.
I kind of Arsenal scoring 7 goals is the best thing to happen to rival fans because them man will start getting gassed again. And then all the things with Arsenal, like what producer Everest said, wait for next season. You literally all you got to do with Arsenal is just wait. It's just wait.
Bro, there's nothing.
They're literally a meltdown away. There's a meltdown happening around the corner, bro. I think it'll be this weekend.
100%.
I don't know why.
At the beginning of the stream, you said they're just like Tottenham. They are.
You man are identical. I'm not even kidding.
We're both in the mud,
they're moving. Their mentalities like Spurs.
Yeah.
No, I'm not even trying to be disrespectful.
I mean, and for me, tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. Tell me if it ain't.
Deji, for your sake, I hope you man get new owners, bro. I hope you man get. If the Qatari stuff are true, I hope you man get Qataris, bro.
I am begging, bro, because for me right now, it's sad.
I can't lie, you're one of the few Tottenham fans that actually deserve a trophy, bro. You'd actually be shamed.
You know what it is, bro? It's affecting my creativity. It's affecting my feng shui. Man ain't got no chest no more. What is Deji Spurs with no chest? It's stupid.
Oh, you was funny last year.
I'm here having to listen to Jay Greens do a humbler. Do you know what I mean? Rubbish. Do you know what I'm saying? Rubbish, bro. I'm hurting, but bro, let me big you man up. Can you do the double?
Win the Champions League.
The Carabao Cup is rubbish, bro. The Carabao. Let's not talk about idiot cups. We're not talking Carabao. I hope you're not looking
would
forward.
You take the Carabao Cup right now?
Are you looking
Carabao
forward?
Cup, wouldn't you?
Would you shake your bum for the Carabao Cup?
No, I wouldn't shit my bum for it, but I'd be happy we win it. But I'm not gonna like, yeah, we won the Carabao Cup. Like we had a good season. You know what I mean? Let's say if we win the league and Carabao Cup, I would not be happy with that because I think we need the Champions League, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You think, based on what you've seen this week, can you do it?
Performance got to be better, but I think we'll go through, and I think we can win the Champions League. We can, of course, with Liverpool.
So in the next round, if you go through, who you got?
I think we could be getting Villa or Club Brugge.
Oh, no.
Answer that.
Let's carry on. Move on. If you're getting Villa or Club Brugge, let's move on.
Nah, it'll probably be Villa.
You are definitely in the semi-final, 100% semis.
I can't lie. I'm hoping Arsenal get through and play Real Madrid, man. That's what I need.
Bro, they're through. There's no doubt. They're 7. If Arsenal,
I'm on about Real Madrid getting through against Atletico because I don't think that's all certain. I think Atletico Madrid.
They're through.
You reckon?
Real Madrid will play Arsenal next round, and I'm saying to you, the 7 goals Arsenal scored against PSV, I reckon Madrid put 7 past Arsenal over 2 legs. Over 2 legs.
I don't think it'll be that bad.
Huh?
I think it'll be 5, minimum 4-5 over 2 legs.
Nah, bro, they're putting 7.
It'll be 4-5. Do you know what I think Real Madrid? I think Real Madrid will take pity on Arsenal. They'll take pity.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
Madrid will take pity on them, bro. I'm telling you.
I don't think so. I think Madrid are
if Madrid wanted to smash them, they'd smash them.
I think Madrid want to bang these brothers in their headpiece, and can you blame them?
I don't blame them either.
Yeah,
I don't blame them.
But Ibrahim, thank you for coming through again.
Yeah,
you got Southampton this weekend? Look, it's not financial advice. I know you're not betting. I don't bet either. But my prediction for the weekend is 7-0 Liverpool against Southampton. What's your prediction? All right, I'm asking man for the prediction. Man, cut me off. Well, big up to Ibrahim in the location. I got Faisal though in the building. Faisal, talk to me, my guy.
What's up, Deji? How are you doing, my guy?
Faisal, man. I'm hurting, bro.
Bro, listen, I need therapy myself, bro. I'm a United fan, bro. I'm hurting. Trust me, I know what you're talking about. But I fuck with your content, though. You're a funny guy, bro. I wish you guys lose even more, bro, because you're a hilarious guy, bro. I can't even lie to you, bro.
I appreciate that, bro. And, I appreciate that and appreciate you for loving the content, bro. But your club is dusty, bro. Just know that.
But 100%, bro. Listen, I'm a United fan, but I'm a realistic guy, Like, we are gone, bro. Like, I'm getting used to playing Plymouth and Leeds and these people in the Championship from now, bro. I'm getting ready for the next 2 years, bro. It's peak from me.
Bro, that performance against Real Sociedad was one of the dustiest performances I've ever seen in my life. I watched
all my life, yeah. Deji, let me tell you this. I'm from Dubai, innit? Like,
yeah.
Trust me, bro. I'm an Arab man. You get me? And I can see with my own eyes, you guys have some dusty culture, man. How the fuck is Hoyland still playing in my lineup, man? Please.
I think
if Xerxes have the same fucking face of Hoyland right now, Xerxes will be the best player in the world right now. Ballon d'Or, bro. Tell me I'm lying.
Yeah, no, real talk, bro. Real talk. Rasmus, I can't understand it, bro. Like, for me, when I look at your club, I almost feel like they're deliberately doing this for a show. It's like a Netflix series, and what we're gonna see is gonna happen next. Do you know what I mean? Like, because you man are so muddied right now. Everybody was shaking their bum. Amarin. I knew my bedroom Thiago told me straight. Took that brother 3 years to get Sporting Lisbon right. So I'm not surprised by this, but everyone else is surprised. But bro,
all these content creators, yeah, Deji, I have a problem with all these content creators, yeah. My problem is you can see the problem of United started with Dalot and Fernandes 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Fernandes is the fucking virus in this club, bro, and the Glazers. These two are the ones who took our club down. All my life, bro, Fernandes would not make it to any team in the UAE. 100%. I swear to you, bro. He will get rushed in the car park, bro. I'll do a Saeed Dubai version in the car park. I swear to you, bro. I will rush him. I'm waiting on two men to come to the UAE, yeah, especially to Dubai. Bruno Fernandes and Eric Ten Hag. Trust me, Deji, they get it.
Yeah, they need to be
Eric Ten Hag, the amount of mental health this guy caused me, I swear to God, bro, it's not normal, bro.
But bro, he's better than Postecoglou, though. That's the maddest thing. When you deep it, he's better than Postecoglou because at least you won trophy. This man, did you see that performance?
No, that's a different breed. We're closer to Australia. We know what Australia do in football terms. You know what I mean? So you guys have a different kind of problem. You guys not in the mud. You swimming in some dog shit. I swear to you, with this coach, I don't even know what he's doing. Like, you got good players, you know. He killed Tell. Tell is a good player in Bayern Munich, you know.
Bro, Tell right now is moving like, tell me what you want, tell me what you need, tell me if I ain't good enough for you, baby. He's not doing nothing, bro.
He's not telling you nothing, bro. If you men strike a son, bro, he needs to go back to Korea and start a hot pot business or something, bro. It's not for him no more. That's it. Go back to the army, do some martial arts and I don't know what in Korea, but it's done for him, bro. You can see the game past him.
Stinking at the place, rubbish. Like, I don't want to say that about my legend, but I don't want to see Son start. I don't want to see Son at all this weekend. Like, I don't want to.
That's why a good player would know what time to leave and when to leave and say, like, okay, that's it for me. Like, you don't have to stay one more year and people remember you for a bad season like this. It's crazy,
bro. So on the level, because you sound like we sound very similar. So we've probably got the same kind of sunglasses on. Who is dustier, bro, between our two teams?
We are dustier, bro, 100%. I'll tell you why. Let me explain why. We have no hope with this ownership. Honestly, the Glazers are chilling in the States. They don't give a fuck about this club. We've been run by Ineos. I've been saying it I was telling my friends, Ineos will destroy United. Whatever they're doing right now, and these people in this, like in the UK, they're in Manchester just chilling and protesting. For what? What are you gonna protest for? Till we get done in every aspect. From the academy, from the first team, the women's team. Bro, there's no structure. I swear to God, tell me one football club that have been run by a bankers for, 10 years? By Edward and Dislo? And they were buying and selling and nobody knows what we're doing. Alex Ferguson. You call us, I'm not going to call him Sir Alex Ferguson, you know, because I hate him for one thing. One thing that he killed everything from me. He left the club in a mess that we still suffering from until now. If you are Sir Alex Ferguson, we appreciate whatever he did, but set the team up for the next 5 years at least.
Like what Klopp did.
What Klopp did, you can see it. It's clear, bro. Like, it's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Nobody can tell me if this guy was not one of the legends in the game that he would be like managing Manchester United. That 2 years with Solskjaer is only vibes, bro. Everybody can tell you there was no tactics. It was just vibes, and that's it.
Did you man make a mistake? Because I actually didn't think you guys were that bad under Solskjaer.
We were good because he brought the good feeling factor. You get it? So everybody was doing freestyling football, but in kind of a structure. And after Ralph Ragnick came and he told everybody, you guys need an open heart surgery, and nobody took this guy serious. Till now, whatever he said was proven right. Every single thing he said was proven right. And instead of all of that, they got a football director that we never heard one thing from him. And this Omar Barada guy everybody's talking about, he's a finance guy.
Yeah.
Omar Barada is a finance guy, bro. I work in the corporate world and I know what this guy do. He have nothing to do with football and choosing the players. It was some other man from Barcelona was doing it for him. Hence why he didn't even say one word till he came now. Waiting from 6 months for what? Yeah. Like, I'm telling you, bro, we are just running as a band. We're not a club no more.
How? So you man are, because I said something when I started calling you man Piccadilly. I started calling you man Piccadilly because I actually thought you man had done. Like, I can't see you guys coming back, and everyone's like, "Oh, how can you talk like that, Dej? Do you know who we are? Can you see our history?" Like, shut up about your history, man. Look at you now.
Dej, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, Dej. Like, for a Tottenham fan to say that is crazy, but I cannot say nothing. That's the craziest part of it. You know what I mean? I can't say nothing.
Do you know what I'm saying, bro? I'm just history-wise, you cannot even say Man U, bro. You need to sit down and do your thing. But I cannot talk for the last 10 years. We've been just vibing, bro. Everybody can see
We are a fucking joke, bro. But you have all these people, especially these guys who live in the UK. Yeah, I'm calling them out. Yeah, just like, yeah, Man United. You are there. Do something about it if you can, or just talk about it more. It's more just than the football.
You
It's
have the
about
same problem. You have the same problem that we have. You got a global fan base. Even if you try and march with your feet, the stadium's going to be. I can't believe home games at Old Trafford is rammed. Like for this dusty football, how can it
no.
be rammed?
My point
It's
is not.
rubbish,
I'm just
man.
edgy. I'm not pointing out the people who live there. I'm pointing out the people who can say something, even if you have 10 subscribers. Say something right. It's bigger than football. United's downfall right now is bigger than football. The Glazers and Indians, what they're doing to this club historically, it's a murder. Yeah, and you can see it. There's no going up from here. I promise you. We're gonna
Right.
get to the summer. We are linked to dusty players. We're trying to save money here and there, firing people, doing
You
this
just
and that. Big Manchester United.
save money. You're the richest club in the world. You're the
And you
biggest
telling me
club.
and you have people saying, yeah, it's okay, yeah, I hear the business side of it. Business, what are you talking about? As a global market, the United make more money than anybody can even
Yeah,
think about. And you're
even
telling me I
Madrid
cannot buy a player
make more money than
50
Madrid,
M's on
bro.
the table and you want to get something from Tesco? It's crazy, bro. And the fact that Hoyland still plays football at my club till now, I swear to you, this is the biggest disgrace in football. Like, no one can tell me, I swear to God, I didn't kick ball in 5 years, bro. And I promise you, I can control the ball better than him.
Bruv,
Anybody can.
bruv, I'm better than Rasmus. Me. Bruv, I
I
would have
promise
scored.
you.
In the last 20, I would have banged at least 3 goals. I swear.
And this is what I'm saying, Deji. Eric Ten Hag, wherever he bought, and everybody was talking about this, and nobody like really thought about it. He was doing some, you know what I mean? The money, I don't want to say the word, maybe I'll get in trouble. Washing machine. Because no one can tell me Rasmus Hoyland is 70 M is playing 19 games for Atlanta and he's scored 6 goals or 7 goals. Come on, guys. Is that what we're doing now? 70 M's for this player who cannot control a ball.
You can't control it.
3 months he didn't score no goals.
You man were trying to make out that is Haaland's younger brother.
Just crazy.
That was Haaland's younger brother, bro. Oh my days. It's a disgrace. Honestly, it's a disgrace, bro. I don't even know.
All right, bro. Anyways,
But,
Deji,
bro,
was nice, man. Talk to you, my guy.
Bro, love for coming. Weirdly, prediction for the weekend though.
All right, love, bro, love. I don't even want to talk about it, but I think we lose 2-0, bro. I can't even lie to you. I'm not even being optimistic.
But I think you might do something, you know. Weirdly. I mean, I don't know why you got banged by Fulham, but I think you could do something.
Nah, bro. Trust me, the footballing IQ in the team is gone. You're gonna see again Mazraoui and Dalot on the right and left. Rasmus doing Rasmus things. Amorim, I don't know what he's doing. I'm doubting him now. So it's long for us, man. I don't know what's going on, but let's see.
It's long. Faisal, thank you for making your debut. Faisal,
love.
United fan, my bro from Dubai, bro. Let's try and make it a regular, please.
I love, bro. Not say no more, bro. All right, brother.
Thank you. That's my bro. He's crying. You get me, man? It's hurt. There's a bag of fans hurting right now. A bag of us. But before I bring in my bedroom from Wisconsin, I got Donna Cullen in the building. Donna, what are you telling us?
Wagwan, Mr. Deji, how are you doing? Mr. Deji, can you hear
me? I'm all right. I'm all right. What is going on? What is going on with your microphone?
Yeah, you see, Mr. Deji, I'm very busy nowadays because Beyonce concert is coming up. So I have this concert preparing going on. But I wanted to talk about what happened yesterday. What happened yesterday was not very good. Here we go again. One bloody loss and you lot are acting like the club's being liquidated tomorrow. I swear you Spurs fan ain't got the patience of a flea. Listen, football ain't some fairy tale where we win every game and lift a trophy at the end like it's scripted. This
Say
is proper drama.
Say that again.
Football ain't some fairy tale. Mate, this is proper drama. Twist and turn, heartbreak and glory. Today, heartbreak. Second leg, we can win the game and we can win the Europa League. Have some patience.
We can't win no Europa League. That's the Tutankhamun. This team is rubbish. I've lost all faith in this team. What's going on?
Yeah, I think we are just losing the patience. We need to be patient with the team because it was just unlucky game yesterday because Mr. Van de Ven was also on the bench. Mr. Romero was also on the bench for the first half.
No, you can't say that. That team is good enough. That team, if these guys are worth their weight, that team should be slapping up that AZ team. We don't need Van de Ven, Romero, and Solanke to beat the level of dust that's coming out of that team. I'm not buying that. Because I think, Donna, you're spending too much time in the cafeteria with Postecoglou. You're starting to chat rubbish. No. That's not going to happen.
Mr. Deji, understand, I am also not very big fan of Mr.
No, a lot of the
Postecoglou.
people in the chat are saying, can you show your face? That's what they're saying here. A lot of them are making some...
Mr. Deji, it's in my contract. I cannot show my face.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I just want to say, I think we should show some patience as fan base. Let's see what happened in the second leg before we start all the.
Bro, even if we get through the second leg, you cannot tell me that I should be confident that we will do something in the next game.
We can do better in the second leg. It will be our home crowd. Listen, Mr. Deji, it's always not a good place when you go to Netherlands and start playing games there. Their crowd is very good, first of all. And yes, this is the problem there. Our team's record is not very good in the Europe.
Okay.
But when it comes to playing in the home legs, we tend to do well. Do you agree with me or not, Mr. Deji?
Well, I don't know, but let me see how much faith you really have in this team, because you're telling me to be patient, where I lost my patience in the Brighton game, as you know. Do you think Tottenham beat Bournemouth this weekend?
If Mr. Ange Postecoglou play the right tactics, we can win.
Yeah, but you know we're not. That's not what I'm asking you, Donna. Do we beat Bournemouth this weekend?
We can beat Bournemouth this weekend. We can beat anyone when we are on a good day, and we can lose to anyone on a bad day. You know we are Dr. Tottenham.
Donna, that is like a
we are just very inconsistent, Mr. Deji. That's the joy of being a Tottenham fan.
You know, you're moving like a politician more than a director.
Mr. Deji, try to understand. We are the best part about supporting Tottenham Hotspur is sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. You can lose to anyone and you can win to anyone also. So that's why we all support Tottenham, because we like the thrill, we like the drama. That's all Tottenham Hotspur is. We will win trophies also now. Mr. Ange Postecoglou is building a project.
You think we'll win trophies under Postecoglou? Or will we need a new? Because I want a new manager.
If we buy the right players, Mr. Levy spend in the right players, and he buy the right profiles for Mr. Postecoglou, yes, we can win the trophies.
Okay. Well, for your sake, Donna, I hope you are right. Because if we lose this weekend, I will be telling you, I told you so. And I will start to lose. I do think you've drunk the Postecoglou Kool-Aid. And you're over positive about what you're seeing from him. And for me, I think the longer he's in charge, the more we're going to be in the mud. We are facing 15 defeats. Jay Greens is doing the count. We are facing 15 L's this season. I remember saying Spurs could lose 18, 19 games this season. I will be right.
Yes, Mr. Deji, looks like it. But we are not focusing on the league. You see, we are focusing on the Europa League.
We are not focusing on the Europa League. Don't tell me that, because I'm going to go mad.
Mr. Deji, we were just unlucky yesterday. Just one.
We didn't have a single shot on goal. Are you smoking Budgie Banton?
Yeah, but even they were very bad also. It was like they were not playing very nicely also. And our strikers were missing. We were playing without Mr. Solanke, without Mr. Richarlison. Mr. Matthias Tell has only come like 3 weeks child ago. So it's really not, it's just a bad timing. But next leg, we may be able to do better, I think. And our draw is also very good. We will play Frankfurt in the next round, looks like it. And then we can play Lazio in the semi-final. And then we can beat Sociedad in the final. And we can then win the Europa League. It's that simple.
No problem. No problem at all. Well, Dana, thank you for coming through. Let's see what happens.
No problem, Mr. Deji. I am also telling Mr. Auntie Shirley to come also. The Spurs tea lady, she will come at the end of the show also today. She just told me.
Brilliant. Yeah, that would be brilliant. If you can get him to come on, that would be amazing. Donna, thank you very much for coming through. And hopefully we will talk on the weekend, either after the game, after we get slapped up by Bournemouth, or next Friday.
Big up, Mr. Deji. Thank you for having me on. Come on, you Spurs.
Big up. Yeah, I mean, boy, I don't know how anyone can have any faith, but Donna seems to have faith in Postecoglou and what's going on. Big up to everyone in the location. Make sure you smash a like. We are doing Step to the Mic. Don't be sitting there tapping away on the keyboard. You need to be getting in there now. Let's have the conversation. I got my homeboy, Oregon Gooner, all the way from Wisconsin in the building. What do you want to tell me? What do you want to tell me, Mr.
What's up, bro?
What are you telling me?
Pull up a map and let me show you where Wisconsin is compared to where the state of Oregon is nowhere near close. So you need a geography lesson before you need a football lesson, bro.
Nah, man. I know where you're at. You know what I'm saying? I know where you're at, Oregon. Don't be telling me that you're from the state of Oregon. No, you're from Wisconsin.
Bro, get a map on there. Let's do a geography lesson.
Huh? No, I'll get the map. I will get the map of the United States. I will get that up for you. But talk to me, because the way you're smiling is getting on my nerves. If I can be honest with you.
All right, I'll be serious.
Your smile is pissing me off. Why are you shaking your bum? What is there to be shaking your bum for? You guys are dusty.
Champions League, and you're not. You're 13 with a shit manager, a shit squad, and a shit owner. It's so fun to watch you guys fail. Like you're gonna have 19 losses.
Are you doing much better than my club?
Watch you fail.
Are you doing much better than my club?
We're going through the Champions League, bro. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Oh, so are we? Is that what we're doing today? We're gonna be shameless.
No, here's what we're doing today, Des. Here's what we're doing. First of all, I just wanted to get on the show to say hello.
You want me?
You're one of my favorite YouTube commentators, comment guys. You know, you and I talk quite a bit, right? So, other than that, I just want to say what a successful season it's been for you guys under Ange's second year in charge.
You know
it's been quite the.
We got jokes today coming from. We got jokes. Let me present the screen.
Quite the season.
You wanted me to share screen because we want to look at your state. Can you see this?
I can see that just fine.
Right? Can you see this?
Yep. Remember, this is your geography lesson, not mine.
What are you telling me?
What I'm telling you is I see a bunch of pictures, but you haven't really pulled anything up.
Can you not see me moving the map?
No, I see a bunch of maps in your Google search.
Can you see this now?
Nothing blown up yet.
Share this tab instead, sorry. Can you see this
there
now?
You go. Okay. All right. Now find Wisconsin, Deji. It's blue. I'm going to give you a hint. It's in the northern part of the country, and it's blue. That says New. All right, Oregon. Now find Oregon on the map. It's green, and it's to the.
Wow.
There we go.
Is that where Oregon is?
That is where Oregon is.
That is
right there. That little dot up there.
That's like near Utah.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, not that close, but yeah. No, that's a 3 or 4 day. That's about a 2-day drive.
2-day drive.
Oh, bro, from Oregon to Wisconsin is like 4 days. 3 days.
So if you were to drive from Oregon to Wisconsin, how long is that?
2.5 to 3 days, probably. If you did, let's say, 8 or 9 hours on the road.
Jeez, you know, like the longest drive in the UK is like 7 hours.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, just to give you a bit of geographical lesson today, I'm nowhere near Wisconsin, but shout out Wisconsin.
Big up to everyone locked on.
Big up, chat.
You all knew what I meant when I was saying Oregon is in Wisconsin. So we already know what it is, man.
I understand.
You got to everyone in the location. Bro, talk to me. What are you coming to tell me today, Oregon? Because for me, can I be honest with you?
Yes, absolutely.
You heard Ibrahim say that there is no difference between Tottenham and the Red Tottenham, the Spicy Spurs, the Hotch Bonnet FC, the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I can't understand how you can be coming on here, smiling, because you beat a dusty PSV team, bro. Like, legit, legit, at best, you're getting to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Whippity-doo. Like, whippity-doo. Is that it? And you're telling me about my club and it's a failure. Your season's a failure, my brother. Your season's a failure.
I agree with that. Our season has been a failure. It's been a failure since this fraud took the job. I've wanted to go out since day one, essentially, but I have been on the fence, right? Because I have been the guy that says 8th to 2nd, that is measurable progress. But if you don't win anything at the end of the day, it means nothing, right? Yeah. You and I agree on that 1,000%. Now, if you want to compare the Spurs to the Kings of North London, let's do that, right? Because do you guys go to PSV and win 7-1? No.
But we did beat them in the semi-final to get to the final. Have some respect.
Fair enough. But do you put 7 on them with no striker?
Oh, we didn't put 7 on them, bro. But let's be real, bro. Like, on a level, did you put 4 past Ipswich?
Did you guys even beat Ipswich?
We banged them 4-1 the other day, bro.
You're right. You and I have done this 100 times. We've gone back and forth on scores on different games, right? It really gets us.
I'm keeping it real. But I hear you. The only thing I would say, Oregon, and I need you to be legit. And when I say legit, this is not banter. Because me and you, we do the banter thing, but over the years, we've become friends that we set aside the banter for real football talk.
Right.
On our way, Tottenham's failings. Yes, we're crap in the league. Yes, we and the majority of Spurs' issue is the manager. Like, I think it's quite clear, yeah? I'm looking at your team. Last 3 seasons, you had an opportunity to go and do something in the league.
Right.
I can say that as much as it hurts me to say. You did nothing, bro. Like, bro, when I'm looking at your front 3, I don't know which front 3 is worse. Martinelli, Odegaard, Trossard, or forget the PSV game. PSV game. For me, that's an enigma.
Okay.
Or the front 3 Tottenham put out yesterday of Tell, Stone, and Brennan Johnson. Who's worse?
Right. Yeah. I agree, my bro. I agree. Who's worse? But I've got to say that Martinelli's better than Brendan Johnson. I mean, let's be real, right? Martinelli's a better footballer than Brendan Johnson. Maybe not this season, but I mean, he scored more goals 2 seasons ago than Brendan Johnson has in his whole time in the Prem, right? Martinelli, we would say had 15 goals 2 seasons ago. Last season he fell off, and this season has been hit or miss, right? He scored some important goals, but definitely not consistent enough, right? Of course, the injury now doesn't help. But if we want to compare player to player, we can do that, but you got to pull up stats for that, bro. And I'm not a stat guty. I don't think you're a stat guy.
Stats, man. You know me. I like to do. I'm not going
to allow you to let me say something like,
if we do
better than Odegaard, right? Or Martinelli's better than Brendan Johnson. Everyone in this chat knows that's not true. Not like I rate Odegaard, but he's far better than James Maddison has been this season. I mean, and I know he's been injured, right? So there's a lot of.
I think Odegaard is straight crap.
He's not my favorite either, but there's times that he's a very good player, right? But again, our problem is consistency. You know this. Shout out Manic, he knows this. TJ, etc. And everyone in the chat, big up. Everyone knows our problem is consistency. Just like you guys had that consistent run 2 seasons ago when you thought you were lifting the trophy at the end of November, and it all went south. Well, everything has gone south for us since fucking 2006, bro. You and I have talked about this. Since that Champions League final, we have not done the business adequately to get that team to the levels it was from 96 when Wenger stepped into the pitch, right? We have not been that same club since 06. And I will take that to the grave. We've had great players, Ozil, Sanchez, Giroud, etc., but no one to really get us to the top, right? We didn't win a league with Alexis Sanchez and Ozil and those guys.
So you wouldn't be offended if someone makes the statement that it feels like the Red Tottenham is just here to fulfill fixtures.
That is insulting because I think your club are far different levels right now.
Do you think that's inflammatory language?
Say again?
Do you think that's inflammatory language? You're just here to.
I find that very, very insulting, to be honest.
I hear you, and I did suspect that you may be slightly offended by that statement. But when I look at your club,
right?
I am really struggling to think. Well, I look at you and I say, "What are you doing while you're here? What are you doing while you're here?"
Maybe you should spend more time looking at your club, because
let's be real though, Dow. As dusty as my club is, yeah.
Right.
Let's be real. We're more likely to win the Europa League than you win the Champions League. Hold that.
Well, I think AZ Alkmaar said no to that.
What do you think you're more likely to win the Champions League than
AZ Alkmaar beat? I think Alkmaar beat you guys.
Huh?
I think Alkmaar beat you guys. I don't think you go through.
I agree.
You're going out to AZ Alkmaar, and that's just the way it's going to be. And that's going to be how you have to live with that regret and that failure. Just like the failure in the league that's been 30 plus years.
It's enough for me to go jail. I'm not going to lie to you. It's enough for me to go jail. I swear, Dan, if I see any of these, if we go out to AZ Alkmaar, look out for me on CNN. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm going straight jail.
And you should be mad. You should be angry. If you go to AZ, bro, if you should be angry, you should be way more livid at your club than I am at Arsenal. I'm mad at Arsenal because we have a manager in there that can't get it over the line. Other than that, I don't, I have some issues with the players. But, if Odegaard puts on a masterclass against United, he's back in my good graces. But he's still not.
I guess for me, I've just accepted that we're in the mud. And, some Spurs fans will argue, and I've got Marco coming through next, will argue that, it is Postecoglou's second season. That's not an excuse for me, to be honest with you. I'm not taking any of that crap. Whereas you guys are 6 years going on 7 years deep in this thing. And this thing that you're doing, when you guys extended his contract, I did warn you on the Friday, the American Idiot show, that you could go 8 years with this guy and get nothing. And do you not feel now that your club needs to it's make or break time?
Yes.
Like, what is it going to take for you to make the move and cross the line? Because for me, you can't actually say you're much better than Spurs. At least Tottenham is trying.
I don't know how to say
this. Trying, bro. Whether you like it or not,
if you look at our 11 and your 11, just squad name alone is better.
Huh?
Just look at your first 11 and our first 11 on paper, right?
If you were without Gabriel
Gabriel, Timber, Party, Rice, they're better than all your players.
If you were missing Raya and your two centre backs, do you think you would be where you are?
No, fuck no. No.
That's what
this club is. We are relying. I've said this before. You cannot play. It's best to have Gabriel and Saliba together, right? The Starsky and Hutch pair, right? Perfect. Yeah. But if one is out, you can't move out the other, and that's where I get upset with Arteta. Is that if one guy like breaks the nail or something, or I just isn't feeling good, he wants to shove in Kibior real quick, right? And then he wants to mix it up. And the problem again, he wants to win his way, and not a natural way, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like he overcoaches the squad. He doesn't let them express themselves a lot of the time. And big up Ryan. And when they do, it's like, again, Deji, you know this, I know this, the chat knows this. We cannot get it over the fucking line. So Reform asked a good question. What is the difference? There is none. But we still are just, and I know you've admitted this before, we're just a better squad than you guys. I mean, it's really just insulting to call us the red.
You're just the spicy Tottenham. You're just the spicy.
Come on, man. I mean, when you say that shit, it's so aggravating.
But
I'm so angry at you, but I'm smiling about it.
You know why? Do you know why I say you're spicy Tottenham? Let's be real. Wouldn't you not agree that some of your behavior as a club is Spursy?
Yes.
Exactly.
Well, maybe once in a while. You know, bro, I've been following this club for over 25 years, okay? So there's nothing that really doesn't surprise me much anymore. What surprised me is that Ancelotti went to Everton and that Spanish prick we have came to Arsenal. Why didn't it go the other way around? I mean, think about it. If we would have gotten from the professor to the next professor in Ancelotti, right? I do think we would have won something there, be it an FA Cup, you know, so forth. I just, you know, Ancelotti has that winning mentality to get over the line. I don't want to make this about Ancelotti, right? The point of the fact is that the table doesn't lie. You guys are a 13th place team, and we're really a third place team. Because I do believe at the end of the day, if we don't perform in the next few weeks, City will get second. And they'll pip us to it, bro.
I think if you let City get second,
they're going to get second.
Disgrace and bottling I've ever
been in my life.
That is level of, like, literally, I would have to say, you and your fellow Arsenal cronies, you deserve to be cooked. Like, you deserve to do a show. Let me go on that show. You don't say a word, and I just cook you for another.
Fair enough. I'll turn off the camera and everything and mute myself. But the thing is that you know and I know we've been on the same merry-go-round for many, many, many years now, right? And it's the ownership, right? It's the managers we've had. Well, we've had two really in the last 30 years. So, I guess, you know, it's down to recruiting, bro. There's nothing really, I think, that is really going to change with our clubs unless we start getting those players in. And I just don't see Arteta or Postecoglou as real, like, pulls, right? Like, what player would want to come to Arsenal and Tottenham?
I don't know.
None, bro. I mean, because we're just not competing really in anything. We only look good now because of the last 3 years. No top player was want to come to us before Arteta at the end of Wenger, right? We were having trouble getting players in at the end of Wenger's regime.
Now, I've got one last question to ask you before I bring in Marco to Tottenham, and then I've got to bring in NN, but thank you. Should we be worried? And the question is, should we be worried about the up-and-comers? And I'm talking about Villa. I'm talking about Newcastle. I'm talking about the fact that Nottingham Forest are in the top three still.
Right.
Should we be worried? Like, I feel like there's been a level of complacency, but also, like, the way we've been talking, we're not looking over our shoulder, seeing that these guys, I don't think this is a freak season. Like, this season for me has been poor, obviously. I think a lot of teams have been poor. Or is it that the so-called lesser teams have caught up?
I think it's the latter. I think the lesser teams are catching up because players see those teams. I think players see those teams as getting play time, right? You're not really guaranteed, unless you're a top player, big salary, etc., going to get much time at Arsenal or Tottenham. Those first 11s are already so established right now. It's even hard for some of our Hale End kids to break in. Obviously, one area in Eula Skelly, right? And it's surprising that Arteta's even given them a chance. And if you look at Newcastle, they're the richest club in the league, but they haven't really made many moves, have they? They haven't really bought big players, but they've been developing Isak and Bruno to be top Premier League players. But then I think all those clubs eventually, Deji, players leave those clubs for Arsenal. They leave those clubs for City, Tottenham, right? Those are stepping stone clubs. Those are stepping stone clubs. Well, let me.
If you know that Newcastle is still stepping stone,
I do. If you're a top player, like it's pretty amazing. I reckon Bruno's still there. It's incredible that Bruno's still there because they're giving them a decent project and good wages. You cannot disagree with me that Tonali could go to any top 4 European.
No, 100%.
Right. Exactly.
But I'm saying to you, should we not be looking at them as top now?
Well,
I don't see Isak leaving. Where's he going? Really, for real?
Dude, he could go anywhere. He could go anywhere. He could go to Liverpool. I think if he goes to Liverpool above Arsenal, and that breaks my heart because I think he's the best striker in the Prem right now. But if Liverpool get rid of Nunes, bro, it's going to be wide open doors for Isak. And Liverpool will be the most dominant club in the Prem for the next 3 or 4 years, for sure. If Slot gets the players that he wants. But you're right. I want to give up to the next person coming on. But yeah, I just think that those are stepping stone clubs. And at times I've said Arsenal's a stepping stone club, right? We've gotten top names and they give 2-3 great seasons and then they go off to a Madrid and Inter Milan, etc., right? City. I mean, how many players have we sold to City over the last 12 years? You know, so I just think especially like Newcastle, yeah, it's great for players like Tonali and so forth for their first few seasons. But if Chelsea come in for Tonali, he's gone. If City comes in for Tonali, he's gone. United, maybe, right? But those two teams, Tonali's gone, Isak's gone, Guerrero's is gone, and it's a clear out. And then Newcastle would have to just completely start over again, you know? And just like us, and I feel like we're in that same sort of barrel, you know? It's just kind of spinning around and expect different results with different players, and it just doesn't seem to happen.
I feel if you lose Gabriel and Saliba, you're done.
Oh, it's done. It's done. Yeah, I don't think there's any defenders out there even good enough.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, right? Like, who would we get? Like, we put Kiwior and Calafiori there? Get the fuck out of here. I mean, they're terrible.
Even if you brought in Botman from Newcastle,
it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter, right? It will never match, right? This is two of the best defensive pairing we've had since Adams, Keown, Steve Bold, etc. I mean, I know you would take those two right now at Tottenham if they were just to say,
hands down.
Yeah,
I'm not,
exactly.
I'm not shameless to say it, bro. If you can take Sol Campbell, I can take Saliba and Gabriel.
Here we go.
I'm just saying.
Hey, you put up a project and you get a manager that they like, maybe so. But I want to ask you a question real quick. Do you think they both go to Madrid as a package if we were to sell them, or do we just sell one?
I don't think they both go. I think it would be suicidal, and
right.
I mean, you'd be crazy. Even the Cronkies are not that crazy, even if they want all the money in the world.
Sure.
I think Saliba goes though, because he's of that level, and he has to be thinking to himself, if we couldn't win this year, we're not going to win next year.
We gave him a contract, apparently. We put, I think, 250 grand in his face and see what he signs. But you're right. He's got Real Madrid is it. He's got Mbappe there, his buddy, Camavinga, his buddy.
The whole French team is there. Bloody hell.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we'll see. Anyway, bro, thanks for having me out, guys. You good to catch up, bro.
Thank you. And thank you for showing me where Wisconsin is. I was still playing Love that. Big up to that. That was being real, you know. That was being a realist. I like it. We're both in the mud. He knows. Red Tottenham, Spicy Spurs, Scotch Bonnet FC. But we got Marco in the building, my fellow Spur. Marco, the chef from Italy. How you doing?
Mamma mia, Deji, I'm very angry today. This team made me very angry yesterday. I cannot describe how angry I am. This team full of bollocks, you know. Like my cousin Antonio said, the problem of the Tottenham is very simple. This team can sack as many managers as they like, but nothing is going to change if the ownership doesn't want to change and they don't want to spend.
Yeah.
Do you agree with me, Deji, or not?
Look, I agree about the ownership. For me, I feel like it's so hard. I see managers in world football who don't have resources. Amarin didn't have a big budget at Sporting Lisbon. Look at the team he was able to put together. Jurgen Klopp didn't have a big budget at Borussia Dortmund. Look at the team he was able to put together. Look at Iriola didn't have a big budget at Rayo Vallecano. Look what he was able to do in La Liga. Look what he's doing now with Bournemouth. That budget ain't big. There are managers out there that can work on a shoestring. I want one of those managers. So you can say the board. Look, football is a business. The chair people want to make their money, and I can't knock them. If I was a chairperson as well, and fortunate enough to have a club, I want to make my money. But I also want to see my team do well. Do you get what I'm saying? But if you're very stingy, then you need to find the right man, and that's why I agree with Destiny. Bring back Poch. the worst thing Spurs did was to get rid of that guy.
No, don't bring back Poch. I want to bring back Antonio, my cousin from Italy. He know he speaks the truth
I'm not
and
sure.
he
I'm
plays
not
his
sure.
football. I like.
Antonio wasn't. Antonio, if you're being honest, he wasn't focused. He was a little bit like. Can you imagine Romero is going to go and play in Buenos Aires for Argentina? He's not focused. He doesn't want to be at Spurs. And Antonio spent more time in Italy than he did at the Tottenham training ground.
Yeah, because this Spurs make his stomach grow crazy and he had to go and get a surgery. You see, but I also want to now talk about Ange. This Ange, you must be some logic on you, I swear. This team is like a pizza sans mozzarella. Looks nice but has no real substance. We attack, but in the end it's like a pasta overcooked. Too soft, no bite, and it falls apart when it matters. And the defense, Dio mio, it's like making tiramisu without the mascarpone. Completely useless. Every counter attack we collapse like a bad souffle. I watch these games and my blood pressure grows up like boiling water for spaghetti. But at least that has a purpose. This team just teaming for nothing.
Yeah, no,
These injuries.
This brother has killed our team. Like I'm seeing in the group chats, people talking about in Japan and in Scotland, he had this injury crisis out there. He's not the guy, man. I just want Ange out now. I've never felt so. Even under Mourinho, I wanted him out, but not like this, bro. Like I suspect I might have the opportunity to meet Postecoglou, and it's not gonna go down. It's not gonna go down well, and I've already accepted my fate. I've accepted it. It's not gonna go down well as a discussion. So, bro, I mean, look. Lastly, bro. What do you want to see happen at our club to fix this?
I want Daniel Levy gone. This Daniel Levy guy is destroying my club. Look, I've been at this club longer than the cobwebs in the trophy cabinet of Tottenham. But this Daniel Levy, since he came, he's destroyed the club. I want Daniel Levy gone. I want his mistress Donna Cullen gone. I want all Lange, Ange, all of them gone. I want a new thing. I want a new
Daniel Levy, if Daniel Levy doesn't look like he wants to leave. He doesn't look like he wants to leave. Then what do we do?
I need to make a lasagna for him. That's what I need to do. Then he will go. If I make a lasagna for Daniel Levy, you know what I'm talking about, right, Deji?
Yeah, I hear that. I hope you will do that. I hope you're going to be.
Yes, I'm going to make a lasagna for him then.
Toki, can I just reply to Toki? Toki said you wouldn't, bro. If I saw Ange, bro, you will.
Big up, Toki.
You will Google me and you will know that I'm looking for bail money. Know that. Yeah? Know that, bro. Know that. Yeah? I'm not here to play games. I'm not like you. You will see Arteta, you will shake your bum and you bring out your phone and you will do a selfie. Nope, not me, bro. Do you get me? I have standards. Have some shame, have some standards for your club. Do we beat Bournemouth this weekend, Chef Marco?
No, we are not going to beat Bournemouth. Look at this manager's tactics. It is full throttle. All out attack is like putting too much olive oil on a bruschetta. At first it's nice, but soon everything is a mess, slippery, falling apart. You need the balance. And football is like a good risotto. Needs time, patience, and the right mix of ingredients. Bullshit. Everyone who say that, they ain't got a clue. Only my cousin Antonio know how to play nice football.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I agree with you. He can't do a Rosetta. He can't do a Bolognese. He can't even do a bloody pizza.
He can't even do a mozzarella.
He can't even do it, mate. I totally agree with you, Chef Marco. Chef Marco, thank you for coming through. It's good to have you. Make sure you're with us.
Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, thank you so much. And big up to you in the location. We've had Chef Marco here dropping some bars. I felt at times Chef Marco was rapping mozzarella. Do you know what I mean? The Rosetta. Do you get what I'm saying? The Bolognese. Man was dropping all sorts of Italian dishes. Just so you know, I was born in Italy. So I have a strong connection with that country. Man was born in a place called Modena. So when he was chatting, man knew Wagwan. Big up to NN in the building.
Big up
And it's
Deji,
back.
innit?
That's a hamster.
Yeah. No
Yeah, and
discrimination.
Talk
No
to me,
discrimination. No discrimination.
No
Can you hear me?
discrimination, bro. I thought it was a very interesting profile pic, bro. Big up to you,
Yeah.
bro. And first and foremost, as I like to do,
Well, I
obviously,
support.
yeah, you have to contextualize yourself, bro. So I know what
The pride of London. The pride of London, man. The pride of London.
is that Crystal Palace?
No. That's Chelsea, mate.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
Okay, talk to me, bro. Can I just say?
You said some concerning stuff. You said some concerning stuff there. You were born in Italy.
Yeah.
Then what possessed you to be a Tottenham fan?
Bro, I grew up in Tottenham, and obviously, you know,
That's enough, man. That's enough. No more sub story, Deji. Deji, we're not here for the sub story. We're not here for the sub story.
I can't lie to you, bro. Honestly,
unless you were born in unless you were born on Northumberland Park, there's no reason to support them, man. There, do you understand?
Yeah,
there's no reason.
Yeah. Okay.
You could have been Arsenal. Yeah,
bro.
man, but
hell no. But bro, you said something. You said the pride of North London. No, you said
I said the pride of London. I said the pride.
You said the pride of London, but you're in the Europa Conference League. Is that something to be proud of?
We're only in the Conference League because of a technical.
No, but I'm asking you a question. You introduced yourself and said
I'm answering the question. I'm answering the question.
To you is you being in the Conference League, is that to be proud of?
Do you want my answer?
Yeah.
Because I'm answering you. Because we're only in the Conference League because of a technicality.
Okay.
Because Manchester United beat a bunch of drunk men. If not, we would be in the same competition that you are in.
Okay.
So yes, we are still the pride of London, even if we are in the third competition. The only people in London to bring back European heritage of the highest level twice. Can you say that, Desi?
I can't say that, but I suspect. And are you shaking your bum for the Conference League?
I'm shaking my bum for trophies. Maybe you've never shook your bum.
No.
Maybe,
on a level, you're shaking your bum for a Europa Conference League, a competition.
No. I'm shaking my bum for Champions League. I'm shaking my bum for Champions League for 2 Champions League wins. I don't know what you're shaking your bum for.
When was that?
What do you mean? When was that?
What year was that?
You know when we won. Don't try
bro,
to do this.
Let me ask you, bro. The year that you won, did we have ChatGPT?
Huh?
Did we have ChatGPT? Yeah. The year that you won.
Don't do this. You're gonna embarrass yourself. Don't do this. Don't do this.
I'm just asking you a question because
early stages. It was in the early stages. It was in the early stages.
Do you know things have moved on quite quickly, bro?
Yeah, no.
Bro, I can tell from your voice that you're young. Yeah.
I'm not as young as you might think.
Yeah, but we're not really doing Facebook like that, yeah?
Come on, Deji.
I'm just saying.
Come on, man.
I'm just being real. We're not really doing Facebook like this because you want to keep bringing up the past. I want to talk about the now. Talk about the now. Are you happy with your club right now?
Of course.
Huh?
Are you happy with your club right now?
No, brother, I'm vexed with my club.
Why are you vexed? Why are you vexed?
Bro,
this is the Tottenham standard. This is the Spurs way. This is what you are.
The reason why I'm vexed, bro, is because Postecoglou is a fraud. We've known he's been a fraud since the Brighton game. My manager's left him in charge. My chairman, like a waste man. And this brother has taken us through the mud. No standards. Do you get what I'm saying? So I need to know from you, my brother, whether you're happy with the mediocrity that you're playing this season. And the other question I'm going to ask you is, because you seem to be happy with the low standards, and this is why you deserve what is happening as a club. You spent 1.5 billion. Are you getting top 4?
Where's the 1.5 billion coming from?
Are you getting top 4?
Let us not lie. Deji, are you Nigerian?
You spent 1.5
Are you Nigerian?
billion.
Are you Nigerian?
I'm fully.
I could tell. I could tell from these lies that you're spewing already that you were Nigerian. Bro, I could tell.
Bro, are you so you didn't spend 1.4?
It went from 1.5 to 1.4. What is it?
Which is it, bro? What I'm trying to say, are you getting top 4 this season?
We're getting Champions League football this season. And that's all you need to worry about.
And then you
We're
didn't
getting
even
champions.
you don't
We're
even
getting
believe,
champions. We're getting the Champions
you don't
League
even
football
believe
this
you don't
season.
even believe what you just said, bro.
Why not? We're 2 points off
Oh,
third.
tell me about Cole Palmer. I was cold, I was naked. Were you there? Were you there? Tell me about Cole Palmer, who's moving naked.
What would you like to know about him?
I want to know, is he legit?
Is he legit? Is he legit? Is James Madison legit?
Bro,
Is
I'm
Kulusevski
asking-
legit?
Bro, I don't mind answering your questions when you answer mine.
He's legit. He's just going through a
Oh,
rough patch. He's just going
this
through a
guy
rough patch.
is in the Fuji Bantam. Would you accept that Pochettino it was a better manager or is a better manager than Maresca?
What is? Yeah, you still have an attachment to the guy, don't you?
Bruv, if not for Pochettino, you wouldn't be where you are in the league. True or false?
What do you mean?
Bro,
Where we are currently.
Can I ask you,
Because
do
of
you think
Poch.
it's not the reason why Liverpool's top, or was it the legacy of Klopp? Answer that.
That is a nasty question. That's a nasty question.
Answer that question, bro. I want to know how legit you are. Is this Slot's doing, or did he pick up the legacy, the foundation?
Of course, he picked up the
Klopp
foundation. He picked up the
Alright.
main key players, but he
Alright.
changed the style. Because why didn't
Alright.
Klopp get these results with
So,
Liverpool last
I'm
season?
asking you the same question. Chelsea's so-called success this season, since you don't have standards, is that based on Maresca or the foundation that Pochettino laid?
It's based on Maresca because Pochettino didn't lay no damn foundation. Let's not do this.
You would
Pochettino
think-
didn't lay no damn foundation. He came in and he had the players that were already there. He picked them up. He picked up what Clearlake gave to him. They said, take this. He said, of course. I'm just happy to be back in London. Happy to be back in the Prem. He wanted us. He didn't want you. He wanted us. He was happy to be back.
And you
And he
think
was a
under
disappointment.
Maresca, you'll get top 4.
Of course.
And if you don't, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I've watched your team play football, and it's some of the dustiest football I've ever seen in my life. So when
You can't say that. You're a Spurs fan. You're a Spurs fan.
When you said pride of North London, I knew you had.
No, I said pride of
I knew
London.
you had been on the Budgie
No,
Banton.
I don't. There's no
I
reason
knew
to
you
claim
did.
North London. North London is dusty and dustier.
Bro,
It's
I
dusty
knew-
and dustier, red and white.
When you came out and said that your team was the pride of North London, I knew you had been on the Budgie Banton, but
I said pride of London. I said pride of
I
London
allowed you because it's Friday.
because it's Friday. All right then, Teddy.
So, bro, talk to me, because you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot right now.
So apparently,
Tell me. Like, talk us through what Chelsea's gonna do. I think you're crap, bro. Like, legit. I think you're rubbish.
you think we're crap.
Rubbish. You're not managing
Alright.
all this quality, all this money that you spent. You're not managing it well. Your strikers can't score. Your goalkeepers are crap, bro. I mean, we don't have a striker at the minute. I see Forest finishing above you. I see Newcastle finishing above you, bro. What I do see you, man, doing is winning the Conference League, but no one cares about that, bro. Well done.
It's funny because
well done. You
See,
and West Ham will be.
You knew what I was about to say. You knew what I was about to say.
You and West Ham will have your name on the same trophy.
It could have been you, but you're
bro.
scrubs. You're dusty.
Hold that.
You're dusty. It
Are
could have been you, but you're
proud of
dusty.
the fact that
It
you and
could
West
have been
Ham will have
you,
your
but you're
names
dusty.
on the same trophy, bro?
It could have been you, but you're dusty.
Okay, no problem, bro.
I'm about to complete Europe. Everything that you can do in Europe, I'm about to do.
Bro,
Who else can say that? No one else can say that.
I mean this with the greatest respect. Do you work at Whitehall or are you a lawyer?
What are you saying that for?
Because, bro, the way you're stringing these arguments is pretty impressive.
What arguments?
These
I'm
arguments
just bringing facts.
Your club.
We're gonna be kings of Europe. Who else can say Europa League, Champions League, the champions?
A fan saying that they're the kings of Europe, winning the Europa Conference League.
No, completing Europe, Deji. Don't say it as you want to say.
I could never say
Europe,
if I was in your position, I would never say.
But you're not in my position.
I would never.
You had a chance.
With the
you had a
Europa
chance.
League.
Look,
bro, I don't know what point you're trying to make.
Deji, your club is so dusty
Yeah.
that in the first minute of the biggest game of your club's history, you conceded a penalty.
Is that was it a legit penalty or were we robbed by the ref?
Conceded the pen.
Were we robbed by the ref?
Deji, you conceded the pen.
Bro, like, I'll be real with you, bro. And because of you can take credit for this. Yeah. You man are like Plymouth. If not for your sugar daddy, you wouldn't be here either.
I could say the same about you.
No, you can't say that, bro.
I can. But you're just less successful.
We built from the ground up.
If it wasn't for Levy, you would be with Millwall. If it wasn't for Levy, you would be with Millwall.
Bro,
you would be fighting championship relegation.
What money has Levy spent? He's used our.
Levy is the reason. No. He's the reason for your success.
Okay, no problem.
Please be respectful for Levy.
Did Daniel Levy dip his hands in his pocket?
Why are you asking that question? How many people have not dipped their hands in their pockets? Glazers. Have they dipped their hands in the pockets?
Wow. All right.
Clearly, have they dipped their hands in the
pockets? All right, no problem. No problem, NN. You man play Leicester this weekend. Maresca's old team. I'm asking a legit question. Do you win?
Of course. It's an easy win. The last time that we went there, we played champagne football. Charles Felix, Cole Palmer. So many different players playing beautiful football that you say that we play dusty ball, apparently.
I think you play with some of the worst football in the league, but, you know, it's my opinion and you have your opinion.
I don't know. Do you think Tottenham play good football?
At times.
That's the problem right there. That's the problem right there.
In the location.
That's the problem right there, Deji.
You can never say that about yourself.
That's why.
Let me tell you.
You don't even know what good football looks like.
Can I tell you what you're shaking your bum for? You're shaking your bum when you beat Brighton 5-2, yeah? I tell you, they slapped you up recently and they knocked you out of the cup.
Didn't you just lose to AZ Alkmaar?
Bro, I tell you again, Brighton just slapped you up. True or false?
Didn't you just lose to AZ Alkmaar?
We already know my club's in the mud. You said you're the pride of London.
Can you name me 3 AZ Alkmaar players, Deji? Because I can name you 3 Brighton players. Can you name me 3 AZ Alkmaar players?
Bro, I can't. No,
you can't. But we can all name 3 Brighton players off the top of your head.
Because they're in the Prem.
Yeah, they're in the Prem. They're good competition.
Yeah. Who did you play? Can you name 3 Copenhagen players?
Of course, Rooney, Stevenson, and Rasmus. Those are 3 Copenhagen players. Did you? I don't know why you're laughing.
God.
I don't know why you're laughing, Deji.
You're too funny. You know what? I like you. You got a bit of bite to you. I like this. Make sure you're about, you know.
I'll be about, man.
Honestly, NN, what is your name, NN?
Why do you want to know my name, Deji?
I need to quote you directly moving forward. You're not getting away with this, bro.
Just quote me as NN. Just quote me as NN.
I need you to know that I'm referring to you when I call out NN.
All right then. I'll be around.
Make sure. Now, and big up to you. Thank you for your debut. You get me?
Big up, man.
I do think you've been on the budgie, but don't worry, we'll get into it after the weekend games. We'll know why, because I really don't know why you're speaking with chess, bro.
Nothing. I don't want to see any rapping and then any crying later on.
Fans, Red Tottenham fans, settling themselves, and you're here speaking with chess. I can't.
Bro,
I don't make
what Arsenal fans can talk to me? Bridesmaids. I'm the king around here. I'm the one that put the seat on.
Stephen Gilfred, can you chat
every other country
in the chat?
Wait. Deji, last thing. Deji, last thing. Every other country in the world, when you look at their capitals, Madrid, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain. When you come to London, who did we have? We had disgraces. And then Chelsea appeared to save this city's reputation, to save the biggest countries in the world's reputation and put us on the map. Tottenham couldn't do it.
Okay.
We were dominated by the likes of United. And now, the pride of London again has returned. And we will return.
We will see, bro. I think Yasser TV must be hiding somewhere off screen saying, you know what? I'm not sure about this, brother. But anyway, that's cool. Anyway, NN, let us continue. This thing between us, it's got to continue. But big up to you. Thank you for for
Big up,
stopping
Deji.
by and dropping some gems. Big up. That's my guy, NN, you know, in the building, dropping some gems. We got Caesar in the building. Caesar's the Club Brugge fan. He's got some explaining to do because his team was looking rubbish this week. Caesar, explain yourself, bro.
It's a long time no see.
Long time no see, indeed. Caesar,
We
first of
start
all,
against Atalanta.
whoa, I have to say, the way you beat Atalanta, bro, I was like, Caesar, bravo. But Caesar,
Respect to you. I say.
what the hell was that against Villa, bro?
I don't know. Imagine the late substitutes. I spoke to many Club Brugge fans, and I say like we got a slow striker, a Swedish striker, Gustav Nilsson.
Yeah.
He is so hella slow.
You can't run. Was Aston Villa players just too fast for you, bro, on the day?
Yes. Oh my god.
I just
And
think
that own goal. I got a notification on the UEFA Champions League app. I thought Brandon Mechelen 2-1 Club Brugge. No own goal.
own goal. Yeah.
And then our best player, Greece, he's making a foul. Like, is that a penalty? Yes or no?
I think it is a pen, bro.
Oh. Mark wasn't here. If it was Yuri Tilmans, I'm gonna be mad if Yuri Tilmans has scored, but he was from our biggest rivals.
Caesar, the truth is, man, you guys were all over the place. I think in the Champions League this season, that has been your worst performance. I haven't seen you guys look so bad. It was easy for Villa, bro. It was light work for Villa. Like,
Yes.
for me, I didn't think that's not the same team that beat Atalanta, bro, because you guys made Atalanta look rubbish.
No, we got one injury. No, two, I remember.
Yeah, but that's not enough for you to look so bad.
Yes, like, what the hell? And
Bro,
Joaquin says our best right back is injured. Onyedika, the manager of Club Brugge, Nicky Hines, say he's ill.
Bro, I'm asking you, Caesar, next week, Wednesday, do you think you can qualify? Do you think you can beat Villa at Villa Park?
Yes, I think in 0-4.
Huh?
0-4 to Club Brugge.
You think 0-4? Are you smoking Budgie Banton? There is no way you're going to Villa Park and winning 4-0. Never. Never. I think you're out. I think you tried.
What about Tottenham? Like, you lose to AZ Alkmaar, a Dutch team.
Yeah.
A poor performance. Who was
Caesar, can I ask you a legit question? Which league? Because I need to rank the Dutch league. Which league is better? The Belgian league or the Dutch league?
I think the Belgian league. Sorry for all the Dutch fans, but the Pro League is better.
Which one? So you're gonna say the Dutch? You say Eredivisie is better than the Belgian league?
No. The Belgian league is better.
Okay, because I think Club Brugge beats PSV.
PSV got humbled by Arsenal.
Yeah, they got great. I mean,
I got some respect to Arsenal, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not gonna have no respect for them, bro, because they're the spicy Spurs. They're the Red Tottenham. They're the on the FC Red Hot Chili Peppers. But they won 7-1, unlike my team that went there and did rubbish. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, bro. But bro, I need to know, bro, if you don't win, that because right now you're in danger of messing up your season. You're going out of the Champions League next week, and I'm not sure that you win the Belgium league anymore.
Like, I saying to fans from Belgium clubs, Dender FCV Dender, you not know that team? That's the Belgium football club. I hope they win against the leaders, gang. We have balled the most times.
Bro, you're 9 points behind Genk.
Yes, 9 points, right? Wait. My computer is down. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna search the games up. Stop that. We deserve to win that. That referee in that game, that referee was so bad.
So Caesar, you are gonna end up a little bit like Arsenal. Nothing this season.
Yes.
And
last week on Saturday, 1-1 in the small rounder against Gent. Did we need to win? We spilled some chances. Oh my God.
Mate, I feel for you. Caesar, I thought you was gonna win the Belgium league, and I actually thought you was gonna beat Villa. But you guys are moving like the red Tottenham, the spicy Spurs. You guys have been poor, man. Poor.
And the bad performance was not after the 2-1 win. I remembered a week ago that step to the mic was that Friday. I forgot. I think. I forgot it.
Yeah. Hey, well,
sorry, I was not there that week, but I was busy with games, and
fair enough. And Caesar, man, I know when you have time, you will always make time for us. And so big up to you, Caesar. Big up. Caesar, last question. Do you genuinely think you can turn this around, both in the league and in the Champions League? Do you think you can beat Villa at Villa Park and get it over the line? I rate you highly, but that performance was rubbish, bro.
Yes. I hope 0-4. And this weekend we have a derby against city rival Cercle Brugge in the Conference League.
Wow. You need to win that game if you want to close the gap on Genk.
Yep. And the last day is against Charleroi. But some breaking news, we are going to change at Boston, and the season after we're going to get a new competition format with no playoffs, with 18 teams, and 2 teams are going to direct relegated.
Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. So that's a new thing. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Well, Caesar, good luck for your team. I hope you come back next week and you're through. If you're not through, it will be sad. But make sure you come back next Friday, all right?
Yes. When the time is, I forgot sometimes.
What time is it where you are? What's the time?
Now it's 19.
So you're an hour ahead of me.
And now our youth team is playing against RFC Serra.
Yeah. You're an hour ahead. I normally do this from about 4:30 on a Friday. But big up to you, Caesar, and I'll see you next week, 5:30 your time.
I hope we win.
I hope you win because I need to cook these Villa fans properly. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes. How many Villa fans did you got?
I will cook. There's about 6 of them that I know. I will cook all of them. Don't you worry.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Big up Caesar in the building. Big up, man. That's my guy Caesar. My guy, Club Brugge supporter, and to be honest, every time I've seen him, they've just been going down. They are in the mud. But big up to everyone in the location. Big up Caesar calling in from Belgium, Big it up from the city. Hold on. It's Daniel I'm bringing in, and then Rasta Mikey, and then Shirley. Daniel, talk to me.
Yeah, big up, mate. All good, yeah?
Big up, Dan. What you saying to me?
Yeah, that game yesterday was an absolute mess, mate. Absolute mess. I just wanted to come on just a little 5-minute rant about it yesterday. I got questions saying that Anne said yesterday, in an interview today as well, press conference after the game as well. He said something about he trained on the pitch yesterday, and he said this is an excuse. He said that the service weren't good. So apparently already knew yesterday the service weren't good, yeah, and he said that was the reason for not playing Vanderden and Romero. after the game yesterday. So why did he put them on the bench in the first place then? Yeah, if he already knew the service weren't good the night prior. I smell some qualities there,
wasn't that surface grass? Because this
exactly,
man's acting like we were playing on AstroTurf against Tamworth.
Exactly. So I'm not buying that excuse at all, man. Because like you said, at the end of the day, that's an excuse, man. And we're not the only team playing on that pitch. Alkmaar playing on there as well. Yeah, they've played 3 games since we played 1 game as well. They had 2 games since we played against Man City. So we've had extra rest as well. And I'm not buying these excuses anymore from Brands, man. Like, the players are coming back now from the players. Sorry, mate. The players are coming back now from injuries and that as well. He could have if Van der Ven or Romero weren't fit to play any part in that game at all yesterday, why are you even naming them on the bench in the first place then? And then, because at the end of the day, like, to me now, like, he's starting to make excuses now, like blaming stuff like the pitch, man. That's a desperate man who really knows. And I've heard you before as well say this was our way to save the season. The Europa League now is the only way to save the season. It's the only way to get Champions League qualification is by winning this Europa League. It's the only way to save this disaster season we've had. And literally, we've gone out to Alkmaar and we've had 1 shot on target, which was a cross shot in 89 minutes of football. That's embarrassing, man. We're saying we're about attacking football as well. I've not seen really us play any good attacking football in weeks, man. Exactly. It's like, the football we're playing now is dead. Dead football as well, man.
Exactly.
Bro,
Dan, big up to you. Keep going, Dan. Keep going, man. I agree with
everything. Yeah, like, just like... Yeah, like the thing like now as well. Like, I don't know what you are about Tell as well, man. But I've not been. I know it's only 4 or 5 games, but I've not been impressed at all with him, man. I think he's awful. I think we've been done up by another German club with another loan. Like Leipzig done us with Werner, and Bayern Munich have just done us with Tell. Yeah. We've got 2 awful players from German clubs playing for us now. Like, and he's bad. People were telling me give Tell time. Yeah, well, fair enough. He's 19 years old. That's fair enough. Yeah, but he's got 4 months to earn a Spurs contract. We signed him on the February the 2nd. And he's got to basically earn a permanent contract. So he's got to do enough to earn himself a contract between now to May. And I'm not seeing any signs here for me to say I want to spend £50 million on this player. And people keep telling me, give him time, give him time. He hasn't got time, yeah? We haven't signed this player permanently, and we can give this guy a year to bed in, and then we can see him good in the second season. This guy's got 4 months to earn the contract for Spurs, or he's going to end up like a Dan Juma back at someone else on another loan spell next year. That's what I'm trying to say to Spurs fans as well. I'm not seeing any signs from Tell, yeah? To tell me, yeah, like, I want to spend 50 million quid on this player. To me, he's like another Clinton NG 2.0. Yeah. He's awful, Matt Tell, man.
Awful.
And people trying to say, people trying to say, you might come across. I'm trying to say he's an agenda because, like, oh, he's young. You've got to give him time, man. But we haven't really got time, man, to give this guy. If all the reputation, yeah, sorry, mate.
No, I was just gonna say, look, football. The one thing I love about this game is that if you're legit, look, you're legit. And if you're not legit, you're not legit. This ain't acting. You see, actors, yeah? You don't have to be a good actor to be an actor. You could just be lucky. You know, that geezer that used to be in EastEnders, the blonde one, you know, he just happened to be in the right place at the right time and he got a job on EastEnders. It's as simple as. He wasn't actually an actor. He went to support his friend. Do you know what I'm saying? But with football,
yeah.
I look at the red Tottenham. Yeah, I look at Ethan Nwaneri. We cannot. He's 17, mate. You can't say he's not a gunman. Even that stupid Lewis Kelly at left back, you can't say he's rubbish. He's all right. He's good. He's better than your doggy. He's better than your doggy, mate. And for me, I agree. Look, the thing is, I feel like we've been mugged off, and I'll tell you why I feel like we've been mugged off. You got this chick that you're with. She's texting her ex. Oh, no, it's nothing. It means nothing. And then the next minute, you find her in bed with him. That's what we've done with Postecoglou. When you think of Tamworth, we gave him benefit of the doubt, Tamworth. We gave him the benefit of the doubt in the Brighton game. Remember after the Brighton game, he said it's never happened before. I said, really? This looks strange. We gave him the benefit of the doubt against Crystal Palace. We gave him the benefit of the doubt at home to Ipswich. Is it unreasonable to expect Spurs fans to get at least a draw against Ipswich at home? Then he was going down the injury route. And I was like, injuries, stop chatting crap. Last week, he rested Udogie. No, he rested Jed Spence. Why? We got 8 days to the next game. You told us that when the players start coming back, we will see a different Spurs team. You told us that when the players have rest, we will be back and we will cook him. Well, both happened. You had 8 days off and our players are back and we look worse. I would rather have the injury ravaged team than that crap that we had yesterday. No shots on goal, by the way. Not a single shot on goal against AZ Alkmaar. But when are we going to learn? And the thing is, I think Spurs fans that want Anjin are, one, smoking Budgie Banton, but two, they keep looking at Arsenal and saying, well, if Arteta was able to get it round, he might be able to. He's not turning this round. He's rubbish. He's out of his. He's a gambler. He is Casino Royale, bro. What he does, he sets up and hopes for the best. And more time when you gamble, bro, you're more likely to lose just because if you've ever done an accumulator, you might win an accumulator, and then it might take you another year before you win another one. That's more than you've won. That's what Postecoglou's doing with our club. We're about to get 15 L's this weekend. Do you think? I didn't think we'll beat Ipswich. We're not beating Bournemouth. Can you imagine that? Bournemouth. Bournemouth is better than AZ. Troy Parrott was cooking us, mate. Troy Parrott. Are we for real?
I know. Sorry, you see was it yesterday the game when Ficaro saved that shot for Parrott? See how easy they just run through our midfield? And they're just running through the midfield, like literally like a steam train, just running through. Like we've literally got, mate, the team is awful, man. And I'm disappointed as well. I don't even know why I even gave myself any hope we were going to win this trophy. Yesterday's game confirmed to me, even if we get through this tie, as soon as we got to any sort of team, so we've got any sort of fight in an away game, we're going to get spanked. But literally, Troy, we're luckily that the win up against Troy Parrott yesterday when he missed that chance. Like that could have been 2-0 in the first 10 or 15 minutes. Yeah, the game's already. We're chasing. We went up against Alkmaar yesterday, and that only finished 1-0. Because if that was a more clinical, ruthless side in Europe, that would have been 4-5-0 in the first leg. It'd been over and done with.
And do you look, because he did this, and I know you noticed it, and I know you must have been punching the wall when he said this. He said it's only 1-0. It's only 1-0. We'll get him at our ground. Do you honestly believe that we will beat AZ at home?
No, I'll be real, man. I can't. Do you remember? See, I know it was a long time ago as well, but do you remember the game where we played them in the group game as well? I know we had a few obviously injuries then as well, but you notice that game as well when it was 1-0, we scored a penalty from Richarlison. We didn't really dominate that game then as well. AZ, when it was 1-0, had a lot of chances on the counter attack. Yeah. Where if they were more clinical, they could have easily got a draw out of that game. I remember the last 20-25 minutes of that match. Alpha really grew into that match. We didn't really dominate them in the home game. I'm looking at it now and I'm like, do we struggle this match much when Kulu don't play? Because it really looks like we struggled yesterday when Kulu went on that pitch. And I don't want to say it's because of one player yesterday as well, but he's not going to be playing in the second leg as well. Brennan Johnson, to me as well, has got to be the slowest, fastest footballer I've ever seen in my life. He does not know how to use his pace properly. And he's generally got quite a lot of pace as well. But this guy literally does not know how, other than hopping in the back post and using his pace for that moment to get into the right positions at the right time, he does not know how to use his pace as a winger. And it's proper frustrating as well.
How can you be a winger and you can't beat your man? I read something earlier to say that we're better off playing Jed Spence right or left wing at the moment.
We're better playing, yeah. He's the only person who can actually run past people at the moment consistently as well. He's the only person who does it consistently. It's true. We've literally got too many players in this team as well, man. And the thing is as well, like, he's going to use the excuse, well, I put Solanke on the pitch yesterday and look, he got an injury, like a knock after 10 or 15 minutes. That's why I didn't put Van der Ven or Romero on. But if you knew the pitch weren't good apparently yesterday, like he said, which I'm not buying at all, why are you even putting them on the bench in the first place then? If you had no plan to bring them on, if you had no plan at all to bring them on because you knew the service was apparently bad, like Ange said, just seems to be like a little get out clause for him. It's what I mean. He seems to be coming across as very desperate right now as well. Because if you notice in the last couple months as well, the attack and football is completely gone as well. So like, all this bit like the BS when they said a couple of years ago, like. Because the whole reason why we got rid of Conte, people like me as well said to get rid of Conte. I got really pissed off with just the football as well, man. And I didn't see a trophy coming at the end of it as well. And I started to think now, like, if we could take it back to 2 years down the line, would I have sacked Conte now? And would I have taken a dead football to potentially get to to winning? I know you're not a big fan of winning the League Cup and FA Cup, man. I know I've heard about this. Heard this from you before. My only thing about that is, mate, is that certain clubs, like a club like us, have to build a foundation to sometimes start a winning mentality by winning a trophy like that. And I look at I completely understand where you come from, man. Like as a fan now, like in the world we live in now, the only 3 trophies now as a fan that people take really seriously are the Champions League, the Premier League, and the Europa League. The FA Cup's lost a lot of its glamour, as a lot of its glamour from like the 90s and the 2000s. Yeah, like you said before, I remember you saying that before. The Europa League gets your Champions League qualification. Yeah, it also gets you a Super Cup spot and also gets you top seeds into the next year of the Champions League. So it's like it's 3 birds with 1 stone. The Europa League, winning the conference league gets you Europa League qualifications. You know what I mean? Winning the Champions League gets you obviously Champions League qualification and the Super Cup things. So the next best thing to winning the Champions League in European terms, is the Europa League. I remember someone saying before about in the league terms, like someone said, like at the end of the day, like if we finish 12th and win Europa League and Arsenal finish 4th and win nothing, we've had exactly the same season as Arsenal. Both got Champions League football. Both got Champions League football at the end of the day. People might even say we've had a better season because we've won a trophy as well. At the end of that's what we have to look at. The only way to save this season, in my eyes, was to win this Europa League. And the performance yesterday has completely dented any confidence I have now of winning it. Because as soon as we go up against say we get through this time, and then we get, I'm worried about playing Frankfurt. I honestly thought we could beat Frankfurt until a week ago. And I'm looking like that performance yesterday. And I'm thinking Frankfurt will destroy us.
Rather not being Frankfurt. I got a couple of questions.
It was destroyed.
I got a couple of questions. Do you think? I have suspected this personally myself since the break. Do you think he's lost the dressing room?
100%. Because it's now starting to. Oh, sorry, it's now starting. We're starting to see a losing culture in this team now as well, where we're losing literally any week now. I don't know if it's true about this. You see the Son of Madison on the bench yesterday as well, man. Like they're just looking around. They look like looking around like, what is going on? I can't understand. Like this is awful. I think he lost the dressing room during that little period where we were struggling to win any games, and that City game when we won 4-0 and not winning a game after 2 months sort of showed me that I feel that proper showed me that the dressing room was gone. Because I thought that was going to show a little bit of shift in mentality here. He completely just went back to square one again. We completely just went back to how we before this. That City game was a freak result. City's form might be awful, but it's a freak result, that 4-0, because since that result, we've just gone straight back to how we were before the game.
I would even go as far as to say, Dan, I don't know if you've noticed, we have probably not turned up more than we've turned up. And this is not just about the losses, but I'm looking at the attitude now. Forget it. You can lose a game of football, mate. You can play well and lose. And I used to say, at the beginning of the season when we lost to Newcastle, I said, look, we played well. We were the better team, we lost. We drew with Leicester. We were the better team, we drew. I would even go as far as to say we were better than Arsenal at home and we lost the bloody game. But since that point, mate, I don't see a team that wants to win. I don't think they're motivated. Like he's talking about, we really want to win the Europa League. Really? With that performance, mate? How can you say that? So I think he's lost the dressing room. I think he's out of his depth. What would you want now, Dan? People keep telling me it's no point. We can't bring in the manager that we need. Nobody wants to come to Spurs. So we're going to have to ride this. And blah, 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 blah. I want him out now. I'm not trying to wait any longer. I don't want him in charge only for him to F it up and we lose to AZ. Right now, we need a new manager bounce, personally. Yeah? But what's your thoughts on Postecoglou staying in the job and, the rest of the season? Sorry, I'm just going to close my curtain.
Yeah, for me. Well, personally, I reckon he shouldn't even have personally got back on the plane after that game yesterday. But if you're looking at it realistically now, there's not really many managers we can get out there who we can get out there who are free. The only one I would personally go for, I know this sounds mad, I would wait out until the summer and I would go for Iraola. That's who I personally would go for. Yeah, this is the reason why I'd wait out until the summer is I cannot see him going out leaving Bournemouth right now, where there's potential chance they might get European football while the season's still in a bit of and they're still in the FA Cup as well. I feel like you wait until the end of the season, you see where Bournemouth are, you go into the summer, you sell him this whatever Tottenham project it is, because I see a 2.0 with Iraola, yeah. This is obviously saying for Spurs, they're not going to spend crap loads of money to get to the top. But obviously, we've seen that for years now, yeah. We're not going to sign it instead of going out and signing one or two top class players to make your team like when we had Poch. We just didn't sign anyone at all, and now we go through a process where we just sign 4 or 5 youngsters instead of signing 1 or 2 quality players like a serious team should do. Yeah, we buy quantity over quality. That's basically what we've done the last 5 or 10 years. Iraola is another Poch 2.0. Yeah, you can get another 5-10% better out of these players. Look what he's doing at Bournemouth. Yeah, 12 months ago, no one even said Justin Kluivert was a good player. He was being rubbish at Roma. Rubbish at Roma. Yeah, didn't really pull up trees at Roma. Yeah, no one bigged up Justin Kluivert and anything like that. Yeah, look at him now as well. He's getting these extra 5-10% out of these players as well at Bournemouth as well. This is showing me at Bournemouth as well, similar to what Poch done at Southampton. Yeah, and I'm looking at like, and when Poch, this might sound mad as well. Obviously, I haven't got no evidence to prove this because this was years ago. But we went for Pochettino when we were going for Van Gaal, and I always wanted Pochettino over Van Gaal then because we were like, I knew Van Gaal would not work with Levy for a start. Them sort of personalities don't mix. And Pochettino's the sort of manager was perfect for us in that situation as well. This situation is getting similar to how that situation is if Iraola took over now. We need a manager who's going to come in and build this club back up. And I'm looking now, I think Iraola is the perfect man for this year. And he's the perfect man to get an extra 5-10% out of these players who we might not think are great now, but in a year's time, might get, we're not, and that's, he's the one that I'm looking at, and I think he's very attainable. He's definitely very attainable for us to get.
He lives in Bournemouth, mate. He wants to be in the big city.
I don't want to disrespect Bournemouth too much, but come on, man. I'm not disrespecting them, but if we can't take Bournemouth's best manager, yeah, then where are we as a football club? You know what I mean? No disrespect to Bournemouth. Yeah? If we can't go there and try, if we can't persuade a person to lead the Bournemouth project, yeah, to the potential to the Tottenham project, then we really are doomed as a football club. That's where I look at it. So that's why if you go to Iraola in the summer and say, I don't think going in there March and trying to get him up. If we could, I would personally go and buy his. If there's a clause in his contract, like 8 million, go and buy out now. But then I think it will send a bad message. Him himself, he walks out.
I'm scared that Daniel Levy's got soft, and you know, like Postecoglou, whether you like it or not, he is a blagger, and I think everyone's being blagged. If you listen to Spurs fans are. Bro, I can see Postecoglou being in charge at the start of next season.
Yeah, that's mad. If we don't win the only situation where he should stand any chance of staying in the job next season is if we win the Europa League. I'm not 100% even confident about that now. Because like, if you say to any Spurs fan, if we don't think about it, if we don't get European football now, that'll be 2 seasons out of 3. The last 3 seasons we're not in Europe. Yeah. And I don't know any Spurs manager like who goes into their 2nd season really and survives after not getting European football. If you go back and look at it, AVB got 5th in his 1st season. This is a long time ago, yeah? But this is quite similar to AVB. AVB got 5th in his 1st season. Had a garbage start the 2nd half of the season. Was gone in November, December, and then we bought and then we had Sherwood. So basically, if you don't get European football in your 2nd season, usually it's a Spurs man. That usually signals P45 time. And so I was looking at this like Andrew's only way to save his job was to win this Europa League. And that performance there, don't like a guy here who even thinks his job's on the line as well. That's what makes it mad. So that's what I mean. I'm getting worried here that if we, how can like any Spurs fan like look at this realistically and say like we're going for, like this season going forward and say like all they've got to look back on now and use the injury excuse is why we should give him a 3rd season. There's no like real like long term like progression in why we should give this guy a 3rd season. Other than well we've had 2 injuries since October, November, so his results might have been better. We're seeing now, since the injuries come back now, he's built a losing culture now properly into this set of players, that even with the players coming back, it will not surprise me if the results are not proven at all.
They're not bothered,
They tapped out a while back, mate. You can tell. Yeah. The 2 defeats in the space of 4 days to Liverpool and Villa, that was the day I think they proper officially was like, boom. We've gone from like, it's been an awful 2025.
I don't believe Son is that bad. I think Son. I actually said to myself yesterday, and sorry, Dan, because we'll have to go. I've got a couple others.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up to
you, man. I've enjoyed every single second.
Yeah, good, man. Good to come on as well, bro. Good to come on.
I feel like those players look lost, man. Like I was saying with Eugene last night, we've got no structure, bro. Like, I can't understand what we're doing. And I just feel like Son, Madders, they're all confused, bro. They really don't know what he's playing. And I think that's what's affecting the players. Because how can a whole team be so bad? How can you, Doggy, go from potentially Ashley Cole to pretty much dog crap? Son, one of the best, even Son right now, I'm not expecting him to be vintage Son, but Son should be getting 10 goals this season. He should have been getting 10 goals this season, minimum. He's a shadow of himself, can't even touch the ball. Madders looks whack. Like yesterday, I looked at the whole squad, and apart from Vicario and Danzo, I thought everyone was shit.
100%. Like you said as well, when you've got so many players playing bad at once, that's a proven sign, yeah, that there's something wrong with the structure in the team as well. And you literally like point as well. I said to you back before as well. It's 18 months to what? How long he's been in now? What, nearly 2 seasons? He doesn't even know his whole best midfield free. That's embarrassing as a manager as well. We don't really have balance in our midfield at all, yeah. And he's been in nearly 24 months now. That's not acceptable for a start, yeah. For a manager who's got whatever 25 years of manager experience, people tell me, and he does not even know his best midfield free after 24 months. That's nearly 20. That's not acceptable. So point as well, like you said as well, too many players are playing bad at once. Too many times this season are we coming in and having too many half-time rants where we're saying, oh, he's got to make subs at half-time. If he doesn't make them subs as well. What is he watching? Why does he take till the 70th minute? Other than Tell coming off at half-time there, because he obviously had eyes and Tell was rubbish in that first half. That was just an obvious substitute. Why is he taking till the 71st minute here to make any subs yesterday? We were dead. We were awful, man. We were trash. To a point where I hate saying this as well, because I'm not bigging up the spicy Arsenal and red dot, whatever you say about Arsenal, whatever you say about obviously Arsenal, yeah. They beat PSV 7-1, yeah. Sort of shamed Dutch football. We've gone there the next day, completely done the opposite, bro, yeah, and just completely just shamed English football. Like, so like, a team that ain't even in the same stratosphere as PSV. PSV have beaten who they beaten this year in the Champions League. They beat Juventus, AC Milan. I know it was a dead Liverpool side. But we got beat by AZ Alkmaar, what, like 5th in Holland? And AZ Alkmaar should, like, a clinical AZ Alkmaar side would have done us 3 or 4-0 yesterday. And we wouldn't even go, and this wouldn't even be a second leg to go back to. It would be done and dusted in the first, what I mean. So we play Frankfurt like this, it'll be over. And I think the first leg's in at home. But if we went to Frankfurt second leg and it was 1-1 or something, we play like this. Frankfurt would spank us 4-5 on an aggregate.
Yeah, we're getting whacked. We're getting whacked.
We're getting
even if now, I think based on what you've said, I'm going to go this step further. Even if Postecoglou wins the Europa League, which he's not, I don't think he's going to do it. I mean, I would love to win it, but not under this manager. I think he still has to go, mate. I think if Tottenham have any balls, if they've got any nas, they can see the dust. He's got to go.
I was more to the thing where I was more to give him like a little leeway if he did win it, but I'm all now. I can't have this for another season, mate. I cannot have this for another season, man. I cannot see this football for another season as well. And if he did somehow win the Europa League, I would say that would be the perfect opportunity then to get rid of him as well. Because then we've got Champions League football as well, yeah? And then we can persuade a much more better manager to manage this football club, yeah? But we've got the potential then to maybe have the Champions League football already there. I do not want this guy managing this football club any more time, yeah? I'll probably, other than yesterday, yes or no, even if he wins this Europa League, I might be going back on my word that I said a couple of weeks ago, yeah? I'm sick of this guy managing this football club. I want him gone. I want him gone full stop. I want him gone full stop.
Well said, mate. What a fan, mate. You energized me. That's what I was all at the beginning of the season, mate. I was all in favor of Ange. It's the only reason why I've U-turned is not because there's some Spurs fans that will claim they always knew he was crap. I'm not gonna lie. I actually thought he could be the guy. He could be maybe the next level on Poch. But then I realized from the Brighton game that he's a fraud. And since then, I've stuck to my word, and my word has been true. He is crap. I want him out, bro. The sooner he's out, the better.
Yeah, same as me. Same as.
Big up to Dan. Dan,
yeah, cheers for coming on, man.
Yeah, please. Touch base.
Yeah, I'll definitely come on. Yeah, when you next do a show, man, I'll jump back on next time with you, Deji. Next time, man.
Yeah, next Friday, man. I'm going to try and do it every Friday for sure.
Yeah, big up, man. Good having a chat with you for the first time as well,
Yeah.
100%. See you later, mate. Yeah, appreciate it.
What a Spurs fan. What a fan. Just speak pure facts. I just have to listen. Just dropping the bars. Pure facts. Crikey. Spurs fans, wake up, man. Wake up. This guy is rubbish. Honestly, crikey. No, Dan is 100% right. I've got Rasta, Mikey, Shirley. I'm bringing you in, SG, and then we're done, I think, for tonight on air. Rasta, my bro. Talk to
Yo,
me.
Deji.
It's been a minute, man.
Yeah, man. Been busy,
I'm not trying to accuse you of anything, but I did notice that as your club was in the mud, that's when all of a sudden you weren't stepping to the mic.
Nah, man. That's not it, man. That's not it.
Because all of a sudden you're shaking your bum because you won 7. PSV's rubbish, bro.
Hey, man, I didn't even come here to talk about Arsenal, but if you want to go there, we can go there. I give you a hot take, yeah?
I'm just
Let
letting
me
you
tell you.
know the energy, yeah? I
Yeah.
got love for you. I got love for you, but there's no way I'm allowing you to shake your bum for your club
No.
today.
I didn't want to talk about Arsenal, but I'm going to talk about Arsenal now, yeah? Now, here's the thing. I think we're shit this year. Like, we haven't been playing well. And remember, I said it, like, with the set pieces, Remember that time when I called, I think it was end of last year. And I was saying that, like, these guys, the way they're playing football and you're relying on set pieces, yeah. What happens when the set pieces stop going in, Because people will figure you out, And unless we haven't scored a set piece since December. Do you know what I mean? And
bro, all of a sudden, no set piece, no point. How about
you know what I mean? And the reason why I have an issue with that is that every single time I see that Nikola Jovic, that Nikola whatever, that set piece coach, he's always standing on the sidelines and for even Gary Neville to mention it, that you shouldn't be like making himself like the main character on the touchline. Yeah, it shows me that Mikel Arteta this year, at the beginning of the season, you look at the players he bought: Merino, he bought Calafiori, all the players that he bought. I mean, on the minors, we got Sterling, right? I'm only talking about. Look at the height. He went. I'm gonna go big this year. Yeah, build a team full of basketball players, yeah, and we go for these set pieces. I reckon it was the plan for this season. They went in there because the way this
but
guy
that is dumb. You can't set piece your way.
I say that though. This is what I said, because even when Saka was fit, we were doing that. When Martinelli was fit, we were doing that. And I said it, like, all these guys, yeah, these kids like Martinelli, Saka, yeah, they are so good on taking on the men, yeah. But I think it's an instruction that, look, when you get to the byline, look for a corner kick, because you see how they were celebrating getting corner kicks,
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I'm so angry with Arsenal right now that 7-1, man. I don't even see it, man. I don't think it makes anything, because we're not doing anything in Europe anyway. I know that for a fact, I know that 100%, because it doesn't matter who we play in the quarterfinals. We still have to play the semifinals. And whoever we play in those games, yeah, it ain't gonna be PSV, man. PSV is a shit team, and they're going through their issues as well. I think they had so many injuries.
Would you say that you were lucky? Because I think
they've got so many injuries.
If you played PSG, you would have got whacked up, bro. Let's be
No, they've got so many injuries. I think that's the only reason why we beat them. Did you see that their defense was like a makeshift defense? That's the only reason why we beat them.
He's not. See, Rust. Can you see Rasta is legit? Every other Arsenal fan, we banged them 7-1. This brother's telling you that team was injury ravaged.
Man, it's PSV. Do you know the other thing? Yeah, I had a feeling before the game. I knew we were gonna beat them like that. I had a feeling, because I know I think last season, if you look at Mikel Arteta's record in the Champions League, his biggest win. Guess who he's got a biggest win against? It was against PSV.
Really?
That's it. Yeah. Before this game, that's where he got his biggest win. I think we won like 4-0 or 5-0 or something like that before. So I have a feeling that it was one of those where those players walked in there and they were like, you know what, we've done these guys before, let's do it again, It wasn't even like, like I reckon
PSV, they play expansive football, they're open, they want to attack. They play
yeah. No, their coach is silly. Their coach is silly. He reminds me of Ange, man. He reminds me of Ange.
Let's not go there. Let's not. I hope that's not why you wanted to talk to me. You want to talk to me about Ange?
No. But on Arsenal,
Can I ask you a quick question though? Because you, and I'm blaming you. You tried to tell me to calm down and give this guy time. Have you woken up now?
Oh yeah, if we're gonna go there,
we're gonna go. We're going there. We've got. In fact, we've gone.
All right. Listen to me, yeah. You've had a terrible season this year in the league. I agree with that, but there's also context. You had so many injuries, right? I mean, you had so many injuries to key players in your team. Okay, okay. Wait a minute, Deji. Just hear me out first, right? I'm not going in all like I think Daniel Levy right now can do whatever he wants. He can get rid of Ange, he can keep him, he can do whatever. I think he has the right to do whatever he wants right now. Yeah. If he sacks him, I don't think I'll be like, oh, why did he do that? It's not mad for him to sack him right now because of what's happening on the because I'm big on performances, results, regardless of any excuse, right? But hear me out. Like on his defense to Ange's defense, which is what I think he probably walks into Daniel Levy's office and says. He probably turns around and say, look at every single team in the league this year. You look at Man City, they lost Rodri. Look at how they've been playing this year. You know, that one key piece in that team who holds everything together. You were so unfortunate that you lost defenders, man. You lost the key part of your team, man. You know, look at Arsenal. If Arsenal had lost Saliba or Gabriel, yeah, and we still had Saka, I reckon we'll probably lose a lot of games more than we win. Because Saka ain't gonna defend, man. He ain't gonna do anything to help out with the defense. But you lost key players, and I think you lost those key players in the league, and now you're starting to get your team, your players back. And
I had players back, and our performances are looking.
But then this is the thing, Deji, man. You guys are not realistic, yeah. How do you expect your players to just come back and hit form straight away? Man, football is like you gotta build up to that level. After a few games, then maybe you can judge them. Even when Van der Vaart, what's his name? Van der Ven. Yeah, when he comes back here, don't expect him to be like, like straight away he's gonna be like on form, man. He's gonna go through like 2 or 3 games, before he actually picks up form. Obviously, I'm not saying he's gonna be like, you have to wait for like 5 or 6 games, yeah. But at least give them like 2 or 3 games. Now, here's my hot take. I think you guys are overreacting about your loss yesterday.
Huh? Bro, we didn't have a shot on goal, bro. Are you smoking?
You are overreacting. Okay.
How are we overreacting, bro?
Hear me out, Deji. Hear me out. You're playing knockout football, right? You're playing knockout football. The objective is to win by scoring a lot more goals. One thing that I don't doubt your team, yeah. One thing that I don't doubt Tottenham, yeah, is that, and I think this is why this competition actually suits you, because you score goals, your team scores goals. Yesterday maybe was a one-off, but every single time you watch your team play, no matter what you can say about Ange, whatever thing, you can't tell me this guy doesn't get you to score goals. He gets your team scoring goals. Don't. I know you're angry, which you have the right to be angry. I agree with you, but I also think you should look at the positive side of Ange, And I think in this competition, if you guys get behind your team next week, yeah, which is all you can do as a fan, right?
Yeah.
And just see them through. I reckon you probably beat them like 3 or 4-0.
I hear you, bro. I just feel like I hear you, and this is what I knew you was gonna do. This. That's why I needed to hear this. I knew it. But bro, like, I think you're wrong.
Why?
He's a madman.
No, he is a madman.
Let me tell you, even if you were right, one thing under your manager, why sometimes I have to tell Northside to calm down, I tell Lee Gunner to calm down. You play good football. Yes, you might not win the
Not
league,
lately.
but
Not
you
lately.
play good football, bro. Like you can
Not
see that the
lately.
players are trying. Odegaard is trying. I didn't see anybody trying on that pitch yesterday. And I've seen, and that if that was a one-off game, I'd give you it. But I've seen that several times this season, bro. Several. We're about to get banged by Bournemouth this weekend, bro.
Oh, you got Bournemouth. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
messed up.
Exactly.
Yeah, they'll fish you up, man. You gotta,
Are you
be ready.
being Rafa, Reform reckons you're being disingenuous. Are you lying?
No, man, I can't say that. I don't want Spurs to get relegated, man. I mean, there are certain teams that I wish to be relegated, like Man United. I can guarantee you, I want Man United to be relegated. I can say that on top of my voice. I don't need to do agendas, man. I say what I feel. Like, you know what I mean? I hate that team. I hate Man United so much. You know, I hate Man United more than I never hated Spurs because I don't think we ever had any rivalry with Spurs. Like we kind of come from the same region, but that's just it, you know. Yeah,
I
ain't
hear
nothing
you.
to do. Yeah, ain't nothing to do with like football rivalry, really, you know. But you know what? I agree with what you're saying in terms of like he's kind of lost his way a little bit, and to be honest with you, where I agree with you is that he gets to a point like I can see that in the dressing room, some of those players, yeah, I can guarantee you they I can guarantee you that some of those players, when they step on the pitch, yeah, you could question some of his tactics, yeah. Because remember, I was saying, like, I don't understand this whole let's just keep going forward sometimes. Like, you're winning 2-0 against Brighton, and let's just keep going forward. He's telling these defenders to push up, the fullbacks to keep bombing forward, yeah. I think as a player, you could question that and say, hey, man, what's this guy doing?
It's true.
You know.
It's true. So I'm laughing at the comment. AZ scored less goals than Bergwijn. I have to laugh. It's a funny comment by Dr. Johnny.
Yeah,
bro, where do we go now? Because both of our clubs.
Okay, I've got another hot take as well, by the way.
Okay, your hot take.
I don't think the league is done yet.
Give me your hot take. Go on.
I don't think the league is done yet.
Nah, bro, it's done.
I don't think the league is done yet.
You've been gone for too long. You needed this chat today so that I can bring you back, recalibrate you.
No.
Bloody banting, bro.
Man, how many points are we behind Liverpool?
There's no way you're coming back in this, bro.
Wait, how many points are we behind Liverpool?
13 points.
No, potentially 10. Because we got a game in hand, right?
Have you?
Yes.
Okay, even with 10, what are you telling me? You think Liverpool are going to lose 3 games and draw one?
We still have to play Liverpool as well. Okay, granted they're gaffed, but like anything can happen, man. You know what I mean? You gotta have a man. What's the point? Even you as a neutral, wouldn't you want us to push this as far as we can go to make it more interesting?
No.
Why?
I'm quite happy you being in the mud with my club. So that I have something.
Man, come on, man. You can't be shameless like that.
I'm a shameless brother.
I watched your Champions League final.
The one thing I'm able to get away with, and no Arsenal fan can banter me on.
What?
Is the fact that we're the same. We're both useless.
Yeah, but
every time I say that, Arsenal fans keep quiet. So, bro, I'm not prepared in this season to let you have anything to hold on to. What? I will have no content, bro. Nah. I'm happy you being mad. Yeah, I'm happy.
But listen, man, I watched the Champions League final against Liverpool. Do you know, I was probably more pissed off than Tottenham fans when you guys conceded that penalty. I was more pissed off because I was thinking to myself, I didn't want you guys to win that, but I was also thinking like, man, they've just spoiled me a final that I was seated there watching. Like, I wanted to have some fun, man. You know, I wanted to enjoy
And can I even give you a little secret? Like, legit. Yeah. As much as I banter Arsenal, as much as I'm not a big fan of your club, I actually wanted to see you, man, put up a fight. And in the last 3 seasons, but let's be real. In the last 3 seasons, this is by far the most pathetic out of all of them.
I think the league has been poor at the top end, like right at the top end, has been poor this year. Because like there's just Liverpool and that's it. I mean, the rest, like between number 2 to number 10 or 11, I think is quite tight, and it's actually quite good this year because there's a lot more teams like that are competing. And stuff.
You got me there, and this will be the last one. Sorry, Rasta, only because I got to bring in
No, it's fine, man.
Shirley
It's
and
fine.
FG. I want to ask you this though: is the season? I think the season's been rubbish. Not even from a Tottenham perspective. I actually think the games have been crap, in my personal opinion. But do you think?
Depends who you ask, though.
Do you think the teams have been good? No. Do you think the big teams have been poor, or the so-called lesser teams have improved?
I actually think the fact that from number 2 to number 10, 11, there's only like 10 points difference. It shows that the big six have poorly performed this year. The big six, the traditional big six, including your team as well, Man United, Chelsea, all these big teams, these so-called big teams, have poorly performed this year. The teams that have actually stepped up, the smaller teams, they've taken advantage of that.
Bournemouth might get Champions League.
Yeah.
No one's talking about it. They might actually get Champions League football. Forget Europe. Champions League, bro.
It'll be fun to watch. In their small little stadium, you can't imagine.
That's funny. Imagine them playing Barcelona. I mean, come on.
That would be exciting to see.
Are you beating United this weekend?
Man, I don't care about. I don't care about anything else in this football world apart from being that. Man, that team. I don't hate teams like I hate United. United, they hold a special place for me. Man, they made me suffer during the 2000s. This is when I actually used to support Arsenal with all my heart, And these guys used to just, just gay over the line, And what they're going through right now, I want it to stay like that. I want them to. I actually think the Amorim guy, I don't think he can handle the Premier League, man.
It can't. I said it, bro. Remember, I wasn't shaking my bum. I warned them. I said, Amorim ain't that guy.
Because you start looking at it and you're thinking like, yeah, you're talking about your system, but your system is crap. It doesn't matter. Like, your system is just crap.
For real. My friend Thiago, bro, he's a Sporting Lisbon fan. And he told me it took Amorim 3 years to sort out that Sporting Lisbon team. So there was no way with those players he was going to come in and do anything. But I think Amorim goes before he turns it around.
Yeah. Good luck trying to do that at United, man. Those fans are mad. They won't give him three years, man.
Yeah,
they'll get rid of him before.
Oh, Rasta, it was good catching up again, my bro.
Nah, it's all good.
We got to do it. I'm going to try and be consistent every Friday. I'm going to try and make it happen. So please make sure we touch base again next week and reflect on whether Tottenham is still in the Europa League or not.
You will be. I can bet whatever you want me to bet. You will be next week.
Bro.
Next round, I'm not sure, but this round with AZ, man, you're gonna win the game. Man.
If Tottenham can't get to the last 8 of the Europa League, it's a disgrace, right?
No, you will get there. I have 100% guaranteed. You know what that game, it's gonna be so comfortable. You're gonna score early, and you're gonna score probably 2 or 3 goals in the first half. I reckon you will be so comfortable in that game. I don't think it'll be because that team didn't play that well. They just scored 1 goal. That's it.
But the point that Daniel made, we weren't that great when we beat them in the season. I think we got a 1-0 and it was Richarlison pen, bro. Like, honestly.
Was it at home?
Bro, we were at home. We are suspected, bro.
Yeah, but then it's different mentality, different circumstances. You have to win this time. Is I reckon you beat them, man. I reckon you beat them.
This team
keep your head up, man. Keep.
This team hasn't performed under pressure, bro. First and foremost, Tottenham has ruined my content creating career. Imagine
I've been watching your watch-alongs, man. I feel sorry for you, man. Honestly, I feel so sorry for you because you come in with this energy at the beginning, And then as time as the watch along goes, it just goes. It just goes downhill, man. But keep your head up, man. There's always gonna be next season. That's football for you, man.
Well,
There's always gonna be next season. Just make sure you don't get relegated. That's all.
I'm looking at the NBA. I'm watching the Houston Rockets right now. Rubbish. Yeah, I mean. Oh, no, big up, Rasta. Big up to you, my bro. Thank you for coming through. Big up, bro.
Safe.
That's Rasta, Mr. Level-Headed. Tried to speech me with some stuff this evening. I don't know if I'm buying it. I hope he's right. I hope Tottenham get through, but Ange needs to go regardless. We've got Shirley backstage. Shirley, thank you for waiting. Thank you for your patience.
Oh, dear, Jerry Sod, you make me wait like Lee makes me wait for the trophies.
Sorry, Shirley. Sorry. But I knew that you were coming to drop some gems. How are you?
All right, folks, let's settle down, because little old Shirley's here to spill some tea, literally and figuratively. Okay, I got some tea to spill today. Are you all ready?
Yep.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay. I just want to say I've been hearing from the people that Ange Postecoglou is cursed. Ange Postecoglou is very likely cursed, and it's because the football gods are punishing us.
Why are they punishing us? What did we do wrong?
It's football. Football gods always appreciate the ones, appreciate the managers who knows how to defend. This manager ain't got a clue how to defend, man. That's why the football gods are punishing him.
I agree. He doesn't know how to befriend. Not a truer word. As you're not telling any lies there, Shirley. So, I like, what is going on though? Like, honestly, like, you heard Dan, you heard Donna Collin earlier, you heard Marco. So, what needs to happen?
First off, I was brewing my cup up for the lads, and the tea bag slipped open right in the mug. Now that's proper bad luck, Deji. Only happens when something shortened up the call. Let me tell you, and stacked it rotten. Then as I was watching for the biscuit tin, it slipped right out of my hands, crashed on the floor, and shattered into the biscuits. Deji thought not. Is that ain't a metaphor for our defense falling apart every week? I don't know what is. Crumbled like just our back line.
Yeah. It is just for, but what is it? Do you like? Are you happy with Archie Gray in defense?
No, I ain't happy with any of those Jemmy thoughts. All of them Jesus don't know they ain't got a clue what they all doing.
Because I don't want to see Archie Gray at the back. If you're gonna play Archie Gray in the middle, playing him out of position. He's been caught out time after time after time, and I sit there and I think, when is this brother gonna learn?
Wait, did you let me tell you a little secret? I ain't one for the gossip, but I got something to tell you.
Done.
I just lost the dressing room. I tell you what. If you're gonna believe what I've been hearing in the canteen with people lads are not happy with Edge. I tell you, they've been dropping hints left, right, and center. Football goals ain't only was human made. Just the other day, I was pouring a cup when Matters came in, rubbing his knee one thing under his bed. I says, "All right, love, you look knackered." And he just sighs and goes, "Surely, as smooth and scaffers try and run us into the ground. And I don't wake another injury. I ain't built like a robot." Told him to put his feet up, have a biggie. But yeah, no biggies that cause of the bad luck, proper ghosting. Then, there's Basuma, poor bloke stat of the Bible poking at his plate like he's lost the will to live. I asked, "What's up, lad?" And he just shakes his head and goes, "We ain't got no control, surely. The gaffer's got us running around like headless chickens." Even more legs are confused.
He's not even, Basuma's not even getting a sniff right now.
Yeah, even he said, even his legs confused leg staging, they being normal meeting. Let me tell you about Sonny. Usually he's all smiles here. But he came in the other day, looked at the menu and just sighed. I says, "What's wrong, Sonny?" And he goes, "Surely I don't even know where I'm meant to be on the pitch anymore. Am I up front? Am I left wing? Am I a center back? No." I says, "So, love, you're just like me. This kid's completely lost and in this scuffle."
Sad. Shirley, if what you're saying is true, which I have no reason to doubt you, then it's very, very sad.
Yeah, it is proper sad. What do you reckon? Because I tell you, I hadn't seen the kitchen discuss since Nuno was here.
right now, I mean, people keep asking me. Wolfie asked me the other day, would I take Nuno? I
I
don't
ain't
think
taking
Nuno.
Newcastle. I ain't taking
I don't
Antonio.
think
I
Nuno
am.
was the fit for Spurs, but honestly, he's got me thinking now. I might even take Nuno back.
I ain't happy with Nuno. I ain't happy with Antonio. I ain't happy with any of them Jimmy Sods. I only want Big Boss back. You remember Pochettino, Mauricio Pochettino is magic. You know,
He's
Mauricio
magic,
Pochettino.
Pochettino. He's magic, you know. But yeah, no, I agree, man. I agree. Shirley, I agree. Shirley, what would you like to see happen now? And also, do you think Spurs win on the weekend?
I want to see the big Ange get the big sack from Levy. Then I want to see the fan base done on the poor Boston Levy. Then I want to see and then I want to see Mauricio Pochettino. He's magic, you know. Mauricio Pochettino.
He's magic. Honestly, Destiny's been saying the same thing from beginning of the season. I know he's somebody who thinks like we think. Get that brother Pochettino back. But the thing is, Pochettino, I don't mind if he does a share job where he's in charge of Spurs and he's in charge of the US national team. Like I'm ready to share this brother, but I can't take what I'm seeing anymore. Do we beat Bournemouth this weekend?
We ain't winning shit, DG. I telling you, football goals ain't happy, mate. And hands lost the dressing room. How do you expect to win it? Win,
It's
mate.
true.
Only if the bookies are in the favor. You know this Daniel Levy. He does all the business in the bookies, man. If the bookies in the favor, we win. If the bookies not in our favor, we lose. It's a big secret. I telling you. I ain't one for the gossip, but I telling you only.
Yeah. Shirley, it's sad times. We just got to hang in there. Shirley, please keep updating us. We might have to have a Shirley show. We'll see where you update
Sure,
us on what's
Deji, my
going on in
mate.
the campaign every week, if that's all right. Yeah.
Deji, I'm at your service. Surely always willing to spill the tea, literally and figuratively.
Thank you very much, Shirley, and
Sorry,
have a
today
good evening.
I got a slight sore throat because Matters took my cough syrup, so I couldn't take my cough syrup, so my voice not sounding very good. It sound like Larry speaking when he got the coughic. But yeah,
No,
it's
no
me,
problem.
little old Charlie, literally and figuratively.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Shirley, have a good evening. Have a good evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Deji.
Big up, everyone. That was Shirley, the tea lady at Spurs, dropping some serious information in the location. We will see Wagwan. Last but not least, my bro SG. SG, talk to me, my bro.
Yeah, I'm good, bro. How are you, man?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I've been better, man.
Bro. Yeah, bro. Not everyone can beat a Dutch team, bro.
Is that you shaking your bum, or is that
No,
supposed to
just
be?
be a banter, bro. Just had a bit of fun, bro. It's Friday.
But so I'm trying to ask: Are you happy? Are you happy with your team right now?
No, I'm just happy with the result, but we're gonna face Madrid team, bro. This is a different kettle of fish.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like in the end, you're no different to me still.
Bro, yeah, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna shake my bum.
Could you say that result against PSV is masking over the cracks?
We've been doing this since the City game when we pammed them 5-1. Everyone's shaking the bum saying, oh, we could have beat Newcastle United. We could have turned the aggregate. And what happened? We lost that game by 2-0. And we lost the combined 4-0 aggregate.
Exactly. 4-0 on aggregate to Newcastle. Bro, I'm going to keep it real with you, SG, and I think you're one of the realists, and we do this every week, and big up to you in the location, bro.
No worries, bro.
I don't think you beat Piccadilly this weekend.
I was actually bringing up this point because we don't have a great record at Old Trafford. Just look at last season when we faced Man United. We only beat 1-0 against them, Trossard. What do we do against this trash Man United team? We park the bus, even though they have a B team.
That is mad, bro. That is
Bro,
so
just look our history in general. Our record in Old Trafford is very bad, fortunately.
it's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bro, if you don't beat that dusty team, you know you're a disgrace. You know that, yeah?
Bro, we lost to West Ham United, bro, our backyard.
Yeah.
So I acted surprised.
Yeah, I think you might be right there. You lost
Yeah,
to
I'm not.
West Ham in
I'm
the
not gonna
backyard.
get overgassed, bro. I'm not gonna get overgassed because we had a title charge last 2 seasons. We ended up falling short in April and May, but now we lost the title in February, so we have completely regressed this season.
Yeah. Bro, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I agree with you, bro. I think Villa might get further than you in the Champions League. How do you feel about that?
They have an experienced manager. Remember, they had Unai Emery who managed.
Would you? I mean, it's a stupid question to ask. Would you take Unai back? Would you have? Should you have given Unai more time, or was it like a Nuno? Because for me, people say should we have given Nuno time? I don't think it would have worked with Nuno, despite the fact that he's doing a brilliant job at Nottingham Forest. Do you think you should have given Unai time, or do you think it would have never worked?
If you're gonna give manager time, just give them the time and money to spend it. Because I don't think we wouldn't win a Premier League, but I think we won a few cups or European trophies.
Yeah.
Because Emery is actually a cup manager than a league manager.
Yeah.
But the manager I wanted was Carlo Ancelotti, but apparently it was washed up because he couldn't win a trophy for Napoli, and he was managing for Everton. Yeah.
Now look at him,
bro.
Just picking up Champions Leagues for fun.
Bro, I actually wonder if I watch a different lens of game. Is something wrong with me, or is it just?
It's not you, bro. Sometimes I think these guys are deliberately setting us up.
Yeah. For example, that mutant. You have seen that mutant on Sky Sports couldn't answer the Arsenal quiz.
Yeah.
Bro, how do you know the opponent we faced in the cup final when we won the double 1993 Sheffield Wednesday? How do you know the iconic goal against Everton was Tony Adams?
Yeah, it's true.
And they're telling fans who are negative are fake fans. But the negative fans are trying at least educate themselves, know about this club's history.
Yeah. Bro, I think it's crazy, bro. And I think yeah, I really don't know what else to say about your club, bro. It's truly in a mess. It's truly in a mess, but unlike Tottenham, you're not gonna do nothing about it, bro. We talk about this SG every week. Look, we just had Rasta. Was it Rasta that said he thinks he thinks that the season's not over. Do you think there's a possibility that you guys, because of this result, maybe there's a boost and you can do this late charge?
We don't have a striker. Wait, why is that going to do? We can't even score goals.
You scored 7 against PSV. That's what everyone's shaking their bum for.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, everything is all right.
Yeah, but we have to be completely honest. Reason why we're able to score 7 goals against PSV because PSV were playing toe to toe against us. Yeah. You don't play toe to toe against Arsenal. You have to sit back, hit on the counter, and you have to beat us.
That's what I said. They kind of opened themselves up. They were there for the picking. I actually think maybe AZ Alkmaar might even be better than PSV, even though I know the league table doesn't say it. I just thought the tactics that they deployed against you guys was very, very stupid and naive.
Yeah, and we're gonna face a different quality team. No matter who we face, Atletico or Real Madrid, because Atletico can defend, they can press you, they can play dirty, and they have quality attacks from the bench. They have Sola, Correa from the bench. They have Julian Alvarez. If you saw the goal he scored against Real Madrid.
Yeah.
And Real Madrid doesn't have robotic system players. They have mavericks in this team, individual brilliance. If Mbappe and Vinicius are nullified, they have Rodrigo to step in. Or
I do nullify you guys don't have the players to nullify those 3 players. It's impossible.
But the thing is, there's a difference between a system-based team and a regular football team. who doesn't rely on system, just rely on their ability to win games. Just look at Brahim Diaz, we did it against Atletico Madrid. Why not have our player ever done that?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, because under this manager, we have to play a certain way, a U-shaped football. With no striker. How is it possible you play a very defensive football and you don't have a striker?
It's mad. It's so mad. No, I agree. I fully agree. It's mad, bro.
Bro,
So we're both just in the mud.
Bro, it's more on football because we have too many Pep regional Pep wannabe trying to adapt to his system. It ain't Pep's fault because he worked for him. We have too many people copying him.
Well, it's not Pep's fault. Pep's got his own identity. Everyone else should own their own identity.
Exactly, but this certain manager like to use the system because they don't have a character to handle certain players.
Yeah.
Why do you think we don't have enough leaders in the squad? We don't have many leaders. Why do you think Odegaard is our captain? Because he's the poster boy. He's a nice guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because in my opinion, our captain should be Gabriel Magalhaes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why Odegaard.
Bro,
yeah.
Ever since we loaned him, I've never been impressed with him, I have to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because with Odegaard, because I have seen so many, every excuses from Odegaard. He needs Saka, he needs pie, he needs a goldfish, he needs, I don't know, bruv. Just admit he ain't that good, bruv.
Yeah, for real.
He's just resting on occasion when there ain't no pressure. When there's no pressure, he performs. As soon as the pressure, he hides. Or as soon as team are physical. Bro, what's Odegaard going to do against Camavinga, Tchouameni?
Nothing.
He's going to get pocket. Or Rodrigo.
He's going to get killed.
Paul. He ain't the greatest midfielder, bro.
And when you play teams that rough up, you guys don't turn up. Because you don't like that kind of smoke. Bro, lastly, just before we go, bro, I wanted to ask you, what is your view on Tottenham right now, bro? Banter aside, bro.
Yeah.
Is it time to get rid of this guy? Like, you can see the dust, but you're an outsider looking in.
Yeah.
Like, what are you seeing?
Bro, you should have sacked him a while ago, I have to be honest with you. But are you surprised why he's still in his job? Because Daniel Levy is an incompetent owner or board member. Why is Daniel Levy?
He's a waste man. He's a waste man, bro.
Exactly. Bro, no matter what, you shouldn't be optimistic because you have Daniel Levy in charge. You will never progress as a football club because you have everything set up to be a great club, to win major honors, but you're more focused to do commercially outside instead of you do everything else instead for footballing reason, in my opinion. You don't buy the players, you're overpaying some shit players, Richarlison, Werner. Why to this day I don't understand why you spend on Timo Werner.
Honestly, man, it's too painful, man. It's too painful. It's
Bro.
too painful.
Bro, Deji, at least I can share my pain with you, bro. We have a non-binary donkey named Havertz, bro.
Trust me, bro. Trust me. Do you win this weekend?
Bro, it's gonna be a script.
I ask you this every week. I have to. So far, I think you've been wrong, you know.
Really?
About some of your predictions. I think you expected to beat Everton, bro. You didn't beat them. And
bro, I'm trying to be optimistic, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
If you don't beat this United team, then you guys are mudded, man. Let's be real.
Bro, they eliminated us from the FA Cup, bro. With 10 men.
You should beat them.
With this manager, it depends if you're going to release the handbrake from the players, allow them to have the freedom to attack. Yeah, we can win, bro. But if you're trying to restrict the players, it's going to be it's going to be a day long. This game is going to be very difficult.
Jay Green says you guys are going to win 3-0 and it's going to be light work.
Just search Arsenal and Man United head to head at Old Trafford. So I will be confident. I wish I don't want to beat Man United 3-0. I want to beat them 6 or 7-0 because I haven't recovered for the 8-2 loss.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, but Deji, I want to hear your prediction to your game.
Bro, we get banged by Bournemouth, and I think Spurs lose 3-1, and I hope Iriola's in charge. I can see Bournemouth scoring 5.
Bro, you've been losing every game and still have sacked Ange. I think Ange.
Bro, we should have lost 4-0 to AZ, so I'm expecting Bournemouth to. Remember, Bournemouth scored 5 past Newcastle.
Yeah.
And Newcastle have a better defense than Tottenham. In fact, Newcastle's a better team than Tottenham. So don't be surprised if Bournemouth puts 5 past Tottenham.
Bro, you have lost. How many games have you lost?
14, soon to be 15.
14, and you have still sacked them, bro. You're going to be still here to the end of the season, bro.
He's going to be in charge at the beginning of next season, bro.
Really?
That's how this is moving mad.
Can I give my honest opinion?
Yeah.
Why didn't you give the back into Pochettino? Why you give me back into this manager?
Because of the stadium. Honestly, I don't understand Levy, because really and truly, he's been our worst manager, period. He's the worst Tottenham manager we've had. That period. It's never been this bad. Even Tim Sherwood was better than Postecoglou. Tim Sherwood.
The problem is your board member won't go the extra mile to buy those players to actually win any trophies or any major honors.
Yeah, I agree, bro.
Bro, we had the opportunity.
We're like you guys. You're not gonna do the extra mile, neither will we. Bro,
we have been doing this since, I think it was an old school Arsenal fan named Jess who's been mentioning that. Ever since support Arsenal since 1967, Arsenal always been like that. It's not the owners, but it's the board members who still stuck with this idea, classy Arsenal, just thinking about the books. That's the problem. They only think about the money. Because, truly honest, David Dean is the only person in the Arsenal hierarchy that actually cared Arsenal to win major honors, to dominate. But because our board members don't want to go the extra mile to actually win anything.
Well, I think this statement from Red Rebellion, I think he says it right. Spurs fans were duped to believe a new season will bring success, just like Arsenal.
Yeah, remember we're going to compete with the likes of Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Bro.
But bro, let's see what happens this weekend. Let's catch up. Let's see what happens, and then we'll touch base next week, bro.
Did you hear the ticket prices got increased again?
Well,
5%.
You guys are mugs if you pay.
Bro, did you see they send an email to some of the Arsenal fans here? It say we're gonna increase the prices because we want to compete with major honors.
They're chatting, bruv? I saw the vases, the vase, 550 quid for a vase that someone just painted. It's not even old. It's not even ancient. Mate, I do think the Arsenal fans are being mugged off. That one's there.
Bro, if I was the Kroenke FC, if the Arsenal are still paying, I would still fleece them, bro. So it ain't changed until the fans revolt against the ownership.
True.
Will it happen? No.
Never.
So it's a roundabout. It will still continue. We just go round and round and round.
I agree. I agree, bro. I agree. Bro, big up to you. And Simply Ace says even Christian Gross was better than Postecoglou. Never a truer words. Big up to everyone in the location. We've done 2.5 hours of Step to the Mic. Thank you, SG, for being patient and waiting. Thank you for everyone that we had today. We had Shirley, the tea lady. We had Donna Cullen. We had Marco. We had Daniel. What a call. We had Ibrahim. We had Rasta Mikey. We had who else did we have? I don't feel like we had that many people. We had Caesar in the building today as well. And we had NN. Big up to everyone that came through. Looking forward to touching base with you next week. And on that note, have a good weekend. Good luck to your clubs.
Yeah.
And we'll see you to Step to the Mic next week. We are out.